Where is oh it's boom. But then I kind of am, because if I'm not, then I'm just here talking to myself, which would be kind of weird. So hopefully I'm live. But then hopefully I'm not, because then I'm talking to myself and I don't know people are watching me. We live. What's going on? It's your boy. How long have I been live for? My goodness, 35 seconds. All right, that's not too embarrassing. What's going on? It's your boy Yasbay. Hope everybody had a blessed week out there. You feel me? It's Thursday, so you already know what time it is. It's 7 o'clock on Thursday, because that's what time we do this. Shout out to y'all. I'm over here fixing this people were live. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, that should be good right there. All right. I think we straight. But what up, though? What up? Who we got in the building? What up, Pat the Gamer? What's good, fam? Hope all is swell. Mm-hmm. Got some green juice. Oh no, not green juice. I actually got mango juice today. Got some mango juice, blueberry. But I'm sipping on the mango as of right now. Does that light make a difference? It does. It does. I'll leave that right there. New York in the background. You feel me? You heard? Check. All right, cool. I'm not talking to myself. What's good, though? What was I saying? I don't even think I was talking about nothing yet. I think I was just talking. Shout out to Pat the Gamer. What it do? What's good, Big Pat? How you feeling, ma'am? Hope all is well. Oh, that's what I was talking about, my little juice over here. I don't know if you guys drink Boathouse and things is fire. But yes, it's Friday. Wait, no. It's Thursday. Doing some overtime this week, man. I've been doing a lot of overtime, y'all. The next video I'm dropping, I could drop it tomorrow, but this is gonna be tomorrow. I don't like to you know what I mean? Since I don't drop too many videos, I don't want to push them out all on the same day. But this live is gonna float for tomorrow. But after that, the vlog is which one is that again? The little results of me working overtime and having a holiday pay, which would be pretty dope, because that's actually what we're doing this week. This week is the same thing that vlog that I'm talking about, because we have the 4th of July. I don't know if you guys are working on the 4th of July. If you aren't working on the 4th of July, we still get paid for it if you with the Zahn. You feel me? Shout out to Uncle Jeff and pay us our money. You pay us that 4th of July money, Uncle Jeff. Whew, I took a lot of breath. But yeah, that's gonna be the next vlog, talking about that check where I worked my full 40, and then I worked an overtime day, and I worked on a holiday, so I got holiday pay and a holiday overtime time and a half. So I did a vlog on that. That's gonna drop not tomorrow, since this is gonna be floating tomorrow, but the day after that. And then what's after that? Then I'm thinking about throwing a Prime Day. No, we still got some time, but I wanted to, because I've been starting to get some comments on my Prime Day videos. So I'm gonna do a little updated Prime vlog. I got a lot. You feel me? I got a lot of vlogs coming, which I've been in the pipeline. I still got my New York vlogs I still got to put up. So I'm trying, y'all. I just been the main thing is work, balancing this work. I'm maxing out my work overtime. I would just at first was just working 1 day of overtime. Now I'm working 2 days of overtime. But I'm doing that because I'm really pushing what I'm doing on the my brand and some music and all that stuff. So I'm really pushing a lot, and I need that capital. You know what I mean? So, but I'm seeing some of the effects of that. You know what I mean now, but got to do what you got to do. But yeah, it's the 4th of July week, so we getting paid. What's today? Today's the 3rd. I don't work tomorrow, but I'm getting paid for it. You feel me? Shout out to y'all if y'all off on the 4th, and shout out to y'all if y'all work tomorrow, because you're gonna get paid holiday pay, and you're gonna get time and a half for the whole day you work. I took overtime this week, and I should have took it on the 4th because then I would have got overtime or time and a half and the overtime pay. That would have been fire. You know what I mean? But I still got 2 days of overtime. Anyways, Pat the Gamer, what it do, fam? What it do? Says your boy is here. What up? What up? What up, sticker man? Good to see you in the building. What's that? What, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? No more Skybirds, y'all. You know what I mean? You know how many comments I got? Your fire alarm is going off. Delete. I know I had to change the batteries, fam. This house is big. I got 5 of them things. No, I got like 7. 1, 2, 3. I got like 7 of them things in the house. I work too much to be dragging the ladder out of the garage and standing, you feel me, doing circus acts all throughout the house, changing the batteries. But they're changed, all right? They're changed, y'all. No more Skybirds. We did it. You feel me? We here. No more chirping in the background for about a year. I don't know how long those last. Hopefully they last me a year. Because yeah, those comments were getting kind of annoying. I'm not even gonna lie. Hey, your little alarm's going off. Okay, my bad. Changing this thing real quick. All right, cool. All right. Pat the Gamer said mango juice sounds fire. My dude is Boathouse. Next time I go to the store, look in the juice section, fresh fruits area. There should be Boathouse juices there. I get I get all of them. My favorite one is the green juice, just because it seems like the most nutritional. But then they got the, like right now, I got the blue juice in the refrigerator. I should bring them, but I don't feel like getting up. Because I have all this stuff right here. I have cords and lights and stuff I got to dance through. But they got the blue juice and the mango, banana, strawberry banana, fire. I'm sipping on that mango juice right now, and it is bomb. And plus, I love mangoes. I'm a mango fan. Mangoes is fire. One of my favorite fruits. Hey, Enzo, what's up, fam? What's good with you, my dude? Good to see you. Good to see you. I remember you was dropping vlogs back in the day, man. Hope all is well with you, my dude. Hope all is well. Sticker Man says, I have to work AR floor cleanup tomorrow. 3 hours. VTO yesterday, MET next week. Crazy. Yes. My schedule has been updated. They have put MET on my schedule for the next month. Run it. You feel me? What was my response? Run it. Bring it here now. You feel me? Give me all the overtime. Give me all the Beso bucks. I'm working. They just update my schedule. We have overtime for 4 weeks straight. Let me know. Do y'all have overtime? You say you have MET next week, but do you have it? Is it just for next week? Do you have it for 2 weeks? Fill me in. How many weeks do you have this MET due to Prime Day? Let me know. I'm kind of interested. Angel says, shout out to all the Amazonians. Phil, shout out to him. Shout out to him. Julian, what's good? Julian, how you feeling? You said you didn't get the learning trainer position, but I'm going to keep trying and trying. All right, well, man, shout out to you first off, Julian, you know what I mean? And congrats on even just having the opportunity to get into that interview. And don't be discouraged. When I went for learning trainer, I passed it, but I didn't get the position. You know what I mean? I didn't even get slotted into it, but keep that mindset. You know what I mean? First off, you know what I mean? Celebrate that you even had the interview. Most people don't even get that part. You know what I mean? If you do it once, you can do it again. Just get that interview again. See if you can get some type of feedback on where they think that you could have done better at. Or, you know what I mean? What you could have done better, stories or whatever. Sit down with your ops, let them know that didn't slow you down. That didn't, you know what I mean? That you're not bitter about it. Those things matter to the team. Your team is, you know, their endorsement matters. Your OM, your AM. They're going to watch. They're going to see your response to how you respond to that. You know what I mean? That speaks volumes. You know, it's not just about how we respond when we win. It's easy to be motivated when you win, but how does this person respond when they get an L, when they don't win? You know what I mean? So keep your motivation up. You know what I mean? Continue to prepare. Still, you know, go talk to your OM and AM mock interview, or hey, can you look over my stories? Do you think there's anything I can do better? You know, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So, you know, still major congrats to you for even having an opportunity and shooting your shot. Like you said, keep shooting until you make it, because that's what we do. You feel me? That's what we do, fam. You know, so shout out to Julian. You know, and it's gonna make the victory next time that much sweeter. You feel me? So shout out to you, Julian. Enzo says, "Yeah, your fire alarm was going off. I thought it was my house." Good. I think somebody else said that too. Like, I thought mine was going off. That's hilarious. It was mine for sure. It was mine. Mine needed to be changed. What'd you say? Good to see you too, bro. I'm on the sideline for now, but all my videos are still up. That's what's up. What made you go on the sidelines? Was it due to work, life? Because I was on the same thing. I'm low-key just getting back into posting regular videos. We were kind of consistent with the lives, but I'm just getting back to posting regular videos myself. But hey, listen, making content is not as easy as it could be perceived to be. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a grown human with responsibility, like life going on. But shout out to Enzo. Julian says, I have MET and my extra days from Prime Week to the week after. Okay, cool. So MET and my extra days from Prime Week to the week after. So what, you got 3 weeks? Is that what you're saying? Or is this just 2 weeks? That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Capitalize on that. And then if they have VET, take it. You feel me? Take it. One of the vlogs, the upcoming vlogs, I'm doing a part 2 of It's Bigger Than Amazon because it's way overdue. That was something, a vlog I was supposed to do every other week, just keeping us all up to date on what's going on outside. And it's been a, what's that thing? The little snowball. It's just been terrible. From layoffs to more businesses closing. You know what I mean? So I think now more than ever, we should be, if it's possible for us to work that overtime, I am, you know what I mean? I am. So yeah, man, work that MET. If they have some VET, work that as well. And let's capitalize during this time. And NJ, what's good? What's good with you, fam? How you doing? How you doing? Hope all is well with you, my dude. Does this go lower? It does. There we go. Now I'm too dark. I gotta turn this other one back up. Oh, lighting is something I still haven't gotten down when it comes to content editing and all that stuff. The lighting on you can probably tell on certain videos, I don't have it down quite. It like, and I'll have it because this light has settings, so I can set it. Well, you can't set it, but you can leave it. Oh man, I just opened up my studio. You can leave it at a setting, but my settings from my pre-records to my settings on lives are completely different. So I always have to switch them and then lose the setting. But I mean, all right, cool. That looks good though. I like how this lighting looks. All right, bet. And Jay, what's good with you, fam? Hope all is well with you. Hope all is well with you, my dude. Blessed over here. You feel me? Pat the Gamer said, do I still use Insta? I do. Hit me on the gram. If you did hit me, I don't think you did. I actually just checked my Insta. I think it was today. You know what I mean? So yeah, I still use Insta. You may have to. Yeah, I'm on there. Yeah, I'm still on there. So hit me if you need me on there. Enzo says, I don't work in Amazon anymore. I had back problems. Okay. Well, shout out to the Amazon delivery workers at the delivery station warehouse. It ain't for everyone. Facts. Especially the drivers. When I was doing Amazon delivery on the driver's side, that was one thing that was low-key common. Back injuries. Crazy. Crazy. Because I strained my lower back. When I picked up a little package too, it was a package that felt like it had like a tank top in it. It wasn't even nothing heavy, but just because you do it so much, it could be strenuous. And I pulled something in my lower back And then as I'm telling people, like, yo, how serious is this? Has this happened to you? Oh, yeah. That happened to him, her, him. Oh, you know the people on the other ship? Yeah, so and so, so and so. What? That ain't cool. That's when I was like, I gotta get up out of here. You know what I mean? So yeah, back problems and the delivery side is not uncommon, not cool. I know somebody who injured his back on the delivery side permanently. Permanently, my guy. That's not cool. You know what I mean? That sucks because yeah, he got a promotion, but it's like, what happens with this place closed down? And what happened? My, because you know those delivery sites are not Amazon; they're third parties. Mine closed down. I don't know what happened to him, but his back is injured forever. You know what I mean? Terrible, terrible. That sucks. You know, so all the delivery drivers out there, y'all be careful, please. When it comes to your back, and it's hard. How do you be careful? You almost can't. You feel me? Like I used to hate them deliveries that had them water bottles. People ordered them water bottle cases, 5 of them. You got to walk upstairs through the apartments. Man, that stuff is no joke. Low key, you might have to get you a back brace or a back belt. That's the only one I can think of because the gym, I don't even have it for the gym, but a back brace or something if you do delivery because that's not an uncommon thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to all delivery drivers out there, man. Y'all be safe, especially going into peak. I mean, prime. Psh, and then peak around the corner after that. What? We're in June. When does peak come, y'all? What's that? June, July, August, September. Oh, we got a minute. We got a minute. We got at least a quarter. So that's cool. But yeah, it ain't for everybody, Enzo, for sure, for sure. You feel me? My video's still up on mine. Definitely not for everybody. And Jay says, bro, I cannot find a video explaining the Amazon stocks that you get when you're hired. Right. I don't think you will. And I don't even know if I'm able to talk about it because they do have it always comes in and when it talks about discussing stocks. I don't even think I can talk about that number wise, but you do get stocks. You know what I mean? But the way that it usually works is like they have vesting dates to where, you know what I mean? Like you'll get it, but you can't cash it out until 3 months from now, or you know what I mean? Um, that's all that you know what I mean. I can really say without going into more details, but they usually have vesting dates. But I don't think it's the same for everybody. You know what I mean? So with that, oh, but I don't know if you started yet. That may be that just may have to be something that you talk to as soon as you get hired on, to see how that's unfolding. Or you probably should have. They probably should have told you that when you were signing on. You know what I mean? When you signed your to agree to that pay. You know. But explaining the Amazon stock that you get when you're hired. Yeah, they usually have a vesting date. But I don't know. I'm not a spokesman of the company. I'm not a representative of the company. I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean? Everybody individually should probably, you know what I mean, speak to their people about that. And Enzo says it was life issues. Ah, I got you. I was dealing with. I had financial struggles for 2 years, and now I'm getting myself back together. I just moved to my own place. Eventually, I get back into the game. Shout out to you, fam, for getting back on your feet. You know what I mean, and not staying down when you be down, or when you were down. Life happens. You know what I mean. I got off the internet because of life too. It was more my spiritual walk with the Lord. You feel me? I wanted to get that back in order and we're in the position that it needed to be in my life. So that's why I stepped back from posting so much. Um, but that happens, you know what I mean? In life, we got to readjust a lot, you know. So I'm happy to see that you're doing well, man, that you back on your feet. Congrats to you. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about, Enzo. Keep fighting, my dude. And especially now more than ever, because it's like, man, everything is just on new levels. You feel me? New prices going through the roof everywhere. So to survive right now is next level. It's like when you playing a video game. I used to play video games a lot. I don't play them no more, but you feel me? If we playing on all Madden now, which is the hardest stage. You know what I mean? So for you to get your spot now, you feel me, and you to get back on your feet now, bro, that means you're gonna thrive because now is the hardest time for people to get a job. But you got your job. Now's the hardest time for people to get into a spot. You got your spot, so you're gonna be straight, fam. That's encouraging. Glad you got back on your feet. Keep killing it, man. Keep leveling up, fam. Rondo, what it do? What it do? Says, what up? I got to fill in for the PA today. Hey, okay. My AM asked if I wanted to captain the fourth and fifth floors. It was a nice experience. Okay, shout out to Rondo. He gets to salute. You feel me? Salute PA Rondo, future PA. Okay, future PA in the building. Shout out to you, Rondo. It's super dope running the floors, man. I remember my first time. Do I remember my first? No, but I don't know if it was the first time, but I remember my early times. Is you know what I mean? It's like, yo, I'm really running these floors right now, but it's dope. Like, it's so much going on. Your day goes like this. That's why I love being a PA because it's just so much to do. You know what I mean? So, shout out to you, Rondo. You know what I mean? And hopefully, if you enjoyed it that much, you know what I mean? If you end up going into that position, man, if that's something you wanted to do. But even if not, that's dope. Congrats. Kill it. And you say it's a nice experience. I think it definitely is too. I'm saying to me, it makes the job more bearable because sometimes it does suck especially when you experience the PG position. For my people that's at Amazon, it's like when I was just a stower, that's all you knew. That's all I knew. That and indirect roles. Like, all right, let me go water spider, boom, boom, boom. But once I became a PA or a PG and was my first time doing it, then went back to stowing. It's like, man, I want to go do that because it was just the stowing was cool and I loved it because of that. It was real, just just nothing but repetition. And I had so much going on outside of work, clothing, and music. I was focused on that. That gave me time to just think on that type of stuff. But when I got into the PG and all that, it just helped those days fly by. You know what I mean? Just by having so much more to do. So shout out to my dude Rondo, man. NJ said, I found out today my girl's a UPT ninja. You feel me? Shout out to NJ's girl stepping into the ninja UPT ninja phase. You feel me? Tell her to be careful. Tell her to be careful, man. It's challenging. It's challenging, especially going into prime too. You feel me? Tell her not to, at least for the next week, to stay on it so she can at least build up some hours for prime. You know what I mean? Because prime is where a slip can happen. And you know what I mean? A slip can be a big slip during prime. So hey, tell the girl, say salute to the ninjas, the UPT ninjas out there. Enzo said it's definitely not easy being a content creator, especially when you have to edit your own facts. Edit your own videos, make your own thumbnails. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that stuff. I got like, I don't know how many videos I got up, like 400 videos or something. I don't know. I've edited every single one of them things. You feel me? It could be challenging. You know what I mean? It can be challenging, but it can be rewarding too. If if you stick it out, it can definitely be rewarding as well. NJ says, I learned about UPT watching one of your videos. So I asked her how much UPT and she told me that's what's up. 3 hours? Yo. Yeah, tell her, no more for a week. Let that accumulate. At least get it to where she can cover a shift. You know what I mean? 3 hours is anything less than that is dangerous. And you know what I mean? Because then non-controllables can cause big problems. 3 hours, it's like, you can adjust. You can oversleep a little bit. You can't even oversleep a lot. But I know people that be like on 1-2 hours. It's like, bro, you get in traffic, you're done. You feel me? Non-controllables. You feel me? If you get in traffic, you might lose your job. That's crazy. You praying for Lord, please don't let it be no accidents today. Traffic will cause somebody to lose their job. That's deep. You feel me? Hey, tell her this next week, no leaving early, no coming in late, let it collect. Let it collect because 3 hours is spooky. You know what I mean? That's spooky. Enzo said, right now I work at this company called Prometric. It's where we have people with different careers take their tests in our building. We just make sure they don't cheat on their tests. That's what's up. Sounds like some easy money. Can't go wrong with that. We make pretty much similar hourly rate as we would do for Amazon. Nice. Congrats on that. Congrats. That's what's up. You're gonna shoot me a message? Bad. Yeah, hit me on there, fam. I'm about to say I'll check it right now, but no, I'm on my phone. But for sure. Once I get off, then I hopefully if I don't forget, then I'm gonna check the message. But it might be later too, depending on how I feel, because I might go straight into recording some videos, some vlogs after this. So, but it will be tonight, whether it be right after this, what is this thing called? The live, or later tonight. But I'm off tomorrow, so I'll for sure get to it tonight, Pat. Enzo says, yeah, I worked at the delivery station warehouse as an Amazon worker and a driver. Working as an Amazon driver is one of the worst jobs I had. They are just as bad as working in UPS warehouse. Whoo! I didn't work UPS warehouse, but I can only imagine. I worked in the FedEx warehouse. Oh, wait. That stuff was, it was work. It was work. You feel me? That was work. No Rihanna, but it was work. Shout out to FedEx and all the FedEx workers out there. Salute to y'all. But yeah, an Amazon driver, I would compare that up to there for sure. Low key, I would probably say it's worse. Yeah. Even though it's strenuous loading them trailers up, at least you just end the trailer. And it's difficult for sure, especially when you first getting started, but you build up to it. You know what I mean? Your body gets, it's just like working in Amazon warehouse. Yeah, at first it's tough, it's challenging, but your body gets used to it. In them trailers, your body does eventually get used to it. That delivery, there's no getting used to it. I mean, I guess the work you get used to, but it's not like every day is a normal day. Do you know what I mean? The gate code don't work. Your phone start tripping, the GPS don't work. Oh, all of a sudden, the main mailbox area for that apartment is locked. You know what I mean? Something good, your day could be going great, and one thing throw off your whole day. And then let's not even talk about delivering at nighttime. What type of safety we believe in safety? Where? On what planet? Not Earth, not Amazon delivery on Earth. Man, y'all got to know Mars or something, maybe up there. On Earth, that ain't no safety. Anyways, my bad. See, that's how you know it's traumatizing. When I just think about it and start going off, that's trauma. Imagine being black, 6'3", 230 pounds in the middle of Scottsdale at nighttime. You know how many people was spooked of me walking up to their house until they realized I was the Amazon guy? You know what I mean? Man, crazy times, man. Crazy times. Shout out to Amazon delivery. Oh man. Peter, what up, Peter? What up, Big Pete? What's good with you, my guy? Hope you doing well over there, fam. Always good to see Peter and everybody in the building. We say, what's up, SB? I have chased down by a pit bull doing delivery. Yeah. Nah. He would have lost his life. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't got zero tolerance for dogs, period. I kicked it on accident. Boom. I was talking to I was dropping out the package. The home owner came out. I was already turned my back, walking back to my van, turned, came out, and then their dog ran through. It was just a reaction. I was, oh, my bad. Your dog storming through, barking, growling, teeth, stuff drooling out his mouth. I didn't even mean to. It's just, I'm black. You know what I mean? I'm not the black person that runs. No, I stand my ground, but it's just a reaction, just like, oh, you know what I mean? Oh, something's gonna happen. It's just in my DNA. You know what I mean? So it was the foot, it was the left foot. Pow, caught him right in the chin. He was running up quick. He was barking. He's and turned back in the house. My bad. I didn't mean to do it. I'm so sorry. And I was sorry because I have a dog. And you better not, nobody better touch my dog. But here's the difference. My dog is not going to storm through the door and chase you down, though. You feel me? Because I have enough sense as a dog owner. The delivery person that I know, they're here. Let me keep my dog secure. But you want to know what? That always annoyed me because it seemed like the homeowners got a kick out of that. Almost like they did it purposely. You know what I mean? I didn't like that at all because I don't play like that. I'm not playing. That's not a laughing matter. I'm not running. You feel me? I used to, it was in here. Is it still over here? Nah, I see one on my desk over here. I had I had mace. I end up getting mace because I'm not running from your dog, and your dog's not going to nibble or take a bite out of me. Sorry, there's the trauma again. Sorry, but there was times where I was dropping off the package, and I put my head down, and as I look up, the dog breathing over me, fam, breathing hard. Really like dark meat, SB. You feel me? Yeah, you want to keep you want to keep breathing? You better get back in the house, little dog. Breathing over me. You know what dog breath smell like. I'm like, what's that? Oh, snap. You got me dog in front of my face. Listen. Salute to all the delivery drivers out there. I was not running. I said that in my heart. I made that decision from the gate. I'm not running. You know what I mean? Listen, dog owners, keep y'all dogs in the house. Put them on a leash if y'all have deliveries coming, because that's not cool. There was a delivery driver that lost his life. He lost his life because he was doing a delivery. I did a vlog about it. Don't remember what it was called, but if y'all look through it, if anybody ever wants to see it, it's on my page. You gotta scroll, look for it. But the dude lost his life. He was delivering a package into this house that had like a nice amount of land, so he had to go into their gate. Maybe the dogs didn't show themselves, you know what I mean? Like they're in the back of the house or something. The dogs took that man's life. You feel me? That's not cool, That's that sucks. I mean, yeah, that's more on the extreme side, but it's just like that type of stuff ain't cool. You know what I mean? Like it needs to be something on that little delivery thing that you can hit dog, you know, nah, I can't do this. Or you can just throw it over and take a picture of it there. Cause that's not nah. And homeowners or house owners, apartment, wherever you live at, you need to check them dogs because you know what I mean? What happens when you come across somebody who's carrying mace and they mace your dog? You know, they said you couldn't carry what they say because we had in the class. I don't remember the class. I did a vlog on that too. I don't even remember it, but I said there's no way. There's just no way I'm going to have something to protect myself because that's not. Shout out to Peter though. He outran a pit bull. You feel me? Shout out to Peter. Peter got wheels. He was he was moving. Outrunning a pit bull. Nah, I'd have been out there wrestling. You feel me? Chokehold. I'd have been out there in the dirt flying all in the air. Yo, what's going on over there? I don't know, man. The Amazon driver just started wrestling my dog, man. I'm trying to see who won. Listen, me and the dog help the dog. Perfect Gematria, what up, my guy? What's good with you, my dude? Good to see you in the building. Shout out to Perfect Gematria. Enzo said, I laugh when you went from liking Amazon delivery driver job to be like, yo, we are living off the edge. Right. When I was on the nursery route, it was cool. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this is doable because that's how they get you. They just give you a little bit at first, like, yeah, let's warm them up. You know what I mean? Let's warm them up. Then they break you after that. They put you, on the worst routes. Yeah. Shout out to the Amazon. Listen, but I would still do it if I had to. You know what I mean? If I had to do it, I would do it. But it's dangerous. It could be dangerous. Some dangerous aspects, not even like safety. There's some dangerous aspects to that job for sure. Here's one of the things I talked about: delivering in an unmarked van. Are you crazy? And you know how I did it once, and then I was just like, the next day, I was like, listen, I'm not driving that. Why? Why do you say that, bruh? And maybe they are naive to that because they're not black. But bruh, I'm a whole black man out here. I'm not pulling up to houses in Scottsdale, not marked, hopping out, walking up to people's houses. It doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? So I remember I told him, I was like, listen, I broke it down. He was like, oh, I never thought of that. Yeah, fam. I mean, give me. I need something with some Amazon on it. So, and it was crazy, man. Crazy times. I should have recorded more of my trips because I had some trips, but it was like just so wild it was just too stressful in the moment that I just didn't even think about recording. There was one time because I delivered in Paradise Valley out here in Arizona, and there's like certain streets here going up the mountain. The van feel like it's hanging off. It was wild, fam. It was wild, but I did it though. You feel me? I did it though. NJ, you started Monday. That's what's up. Shout out to you, my dude. Listen, kill it, take advantage of it, capitalize off it, max it out, my dude. Max it out. I think it's a good opportunity. Max it out, NJ. Enzo said, yeah, it's true. I appreciate you, man. I'm 27 now, turned 28 when I was doing content. I was 24, 25. It's crazy. Facts. Time flies. Facts. You feel me? I agree. So definitely got to make the definitely got to make the most of it. You know what I mean? So shout out to Enzo, my dude. And you say you're 27. That's what's up. Man, you got some time. You got some time. Continue to elevate, man. Perfect Gematria says all my PA is mostly doing is jam clearing for 10 hours and pushing boxes. What's that? Was he on? You guys an inbound or that's outbound pack or where's that at? I didn't even post my Brooklyn video up, my Brooklyn Bridge video up yet. I'm slacking. Yeah, perfect gematria. Let me know which department is that in. Peter says PA overload and stressful of work with less pay. Psh, dang it, man. I feel it. I feel it. JP, what up? What up? Says you're after 3 months of working as a grocery associate. I got my blue badge. Hey, let's go. Curious as to what it means once they give it to me next week. I couldn't even tell you myself, but you got it. I guess it just means you're no longer seasonal. I don't know, fam. You might have to run that by your HR, but I can't even remember because it's been so long for me. I can't even remember, my dude. Um, I think they were able to let go seasonals easier, but I don't think that's the case because I think just Amazon in general is a work, what is it called? Where they can let you go anyways. You know what I mean? I don't know, my dude. But let me know when you find out so I can we can talk about it. But at least you got your blue badge. And then I think they try to use you have to have your blue badge to, you know what I mean, for certain things, but don't go off my word. You probably have to go to HR with that one because I do not remember. I mean, I don't remember that. But shout out to you. Congrats, my dude. You say after 3 months. Good stuff, my dude. Good stuff. And Jay says, SB, I'm a content creator as well. Look into some AI editing tools and cut down your time. My dude, which ones, fam? Which ones? Please help me with that. I was trying to find one to chop up your videos, like these lives, right? This can easily be chopped down into shorts. But I just even my last vlog, right? My last vlog was the 6 years in Amazon, 30 minutes. Bro, I could have been posting those shorts for the rest of the month to help out the channel, help out the gram, help out the TikTok. I just don't have the time. You know what I mean? Because I already have my whole faith-based channel. I'm in all pages, and I'm focused on that more so than this page. But if I had the AI tool, because I know there's something to do it. My boy told me some, but when I went to it, I don't know. I just wasn't, you know what I mean? But let me know if you do know some, because yeah, I know there's apps where you can just drop this 2-hour video in and it chops it up. Even if it's not this one, if it like my regular vlogs, I can just drop it in the thing and it'll chop it up for you into reels. If you got something if you know something that does that, let me know. Cause yeah, I definitely that's something I need right there for sure. Mhm. Pat the Gamer says anything less than 10 is scary. Anything less than 10. What were we talking about? I don't even know what we are talking about right there. Anything less than 10 is scary. I don't even know what we are talking about. My bad. Think outside the box says, "Hey, SB, what's your opinion on Amazon stock? I have so much of it. Let's hope it keeps going up." I have no clue where it's at. I have some stock that vests next month though. Let's check. Let me check right now. What we looking at? Amazon stock. We at 223. Okay. It dropped. When was I think like the last time it vested? It seems like every time it's about to vest, for like the majority of people were about to vest, it like dips a little bit. Because May was the last wait, what are we in? We're in June. No, we're in July now. Yeah. If you look on their last 6 months in May, that dip, that's when the last vest went through for a lot of people. But that seems to happen a lot. What was it at? It was at 170, 160. So if we can stay where we at currently, what's it for today? We're at 223. If it can stay 223, if it can go up 250, 290, you let me go ahead and run it. Run it. Now, if you're talking about holding long term and all that, I can't say. You want me just because I know they're sensitive. And I'm not going off any inside information. I would just look at the economy, look at what Amazon's investing into. You know what I mean? I have an opinion, you know what I mean? But I just can't really talk about the stocks that much just because, I work for the company. Even though I'm not going off any inside information, Amazon has shut down streaming app, moving content to Prime. Amazon rolls out a stricter performance review process. What? We don't need no more stricter review performance process from Amazon. It can be stricter. We don't need that. Jeff Bezos sells 700. Well, there's CNBC just says Jeff Bezos just sold 700 million worth of Amazon shares. That's what Jeff just did. No comment. No comment for me though. But Jeff, according to CNBC, Jeff Bezos just sold $737 million worth of Amazon shares. Yahoo's finance says Amazon Prime Day change has this analyst making a bold sales prediction. Yeah, so when it comes to stock, you know what I mean? I try to stay away from that just because just to stay out of the red zone when it comes to talking about that stuff. But I agree. What'd you say? Let's hope it keeps going up. Yeah, I agree. Somebody calling me. Let me see what's calling. Hold on. I have one friend who calls only when I'm live. He's probably watching, doing it on purpose too. Shout out to my dude. My dude only calls throughout the whole week. He only calls when I'm live. That's it. I called him yesterday. He didn't answer, but he calls back when I'm live today. If you watching this, my dude, shout out to you. You know who you are. All right. Yeah, hopefully it keeps going up. I agree. I'm with that. I'll be with that as well. Let's hope. Because you say you got a lot of it. I got a nice amount too. I got a nice amount. But here's the thing. I work for the company. So the only reason why I have it is because I get it as a part of my bonuses, a part of my raises when I pass my performance review. They give it to us. So I have a nice amount, but mine have to vest. Like my next batch, I can't even have access. I don't even have the choice to cash it out until next month. You know what I mean? So let's hope I'm with you. Let's hope it stays up. Let's hope it stays up. Pat the Gamer says you're good. All right, bet. Appreciate it. Enzo says, bro, I was working as a unloader and a loader for UPS in Miami. And you would think it's easy when you first apply, but once you in there, you have no idea how bad the job is. No, I feel you. I didn't do UPS, but I did FedEx. You know what I mean? And it was deep. It was deep for sure. It wasn't easy. It did get a little easier, but you have sleeping problems? Oh yeah, go work, go load up some trucks. You're gonna sleep like a baby. You going to sleep. I remember the first time, that first week, I would just go home and crash out. I didn't even wake, you know what I mean? Yeah, that stuff puts you to bed. Rondo says, I got employee of the year in preload at FedEx. Wow. He's a beast. Facts. You getting worker employee of the year at FedEx? Yeah, you a monster for sure, in a good way. I was an IC guy. What we do at Amazon, FedEx does in 4 hours. I believe it. I believe it. And that's why I be saying people be complaining about Amazon. Is like, go work at FedEx and then come back and talk to me. You feel me? Go over there. It ain't the same. You feel me? It's not the same, in my opinion. But yeah, you was an employee of the year at FedEx. I didn't even last a year, fam. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know how long I lasted, but it wasn't long. I can't pinpoint it. I don't remember because it was so long ago, but I know it wasn't that long. Nah, I was like, yeah, this ain't it. You know, this is not it. Shout out to Rondo. Enzo said there is no trainers training in UPS. You are working at night. There are hardly any lights when you try to put up heavy packages in the conveyor belts. The orientation day was the only training day. Yep, sounds about right. Hey, but you want to know the crazy thing? There's some people who love it. There's some people who love that loading trailer life. They love that. I wasn't one, but there's some though. You feel me? Yeah, that's deep. And we didn't do anything, but just ask questions. Mind you, sometimes you have to lift 100 pounds package all by yourself, and the unloading stations are upstairs, so you would have to climb up the ladder to get to your station. When you're done, you have to climb back down and climb back up to another station. That's deep. That way, but I always like, you know what I mean? You probably fit though. You know what I mean? You do that for some time, you're gonna be in shape. You're gonna be in shape. I would think, I would guess, you know what I mean? Peter says, after chased down by a pit bull, I transferred to a warehouse from delivery. I feel you. Because that's traumatizing. Like I said, I never encountered a pit bull. I'm glad I didn't. You know what I mean? Because I would have gave it all I got. I wouldn't have ran, but it's like as he's running toward, I've been like, man, dude, am I sure I want to wrestle with this guy? But I'm glad you made it away from the pit bull, man. He said that was enough. He said after that, I went to the warehouse. I feel you. I feel you, man. And like I said, those clumsy dog owners, like, how do you let a pit bull chase somebody down? That's a lawsuit. If that, you know what I mean? If that dog would have got a hold of you. People is crazy, man. Shout out to Peter. Peter out here outrunning pit bulls. That's deep. Shout out to Peter, man. All right, here we go. Enzo says, wait, where my little thing? Oh, there it is. Then on top of that, because some of the trailers are so long, the conveyor belt doesn't extend. Oh, I used to hate that. That we dealt with that in Amazon too. I know a few trailers where it didn't go all the way in, so you got to walk all the way. But yeah, the conveyor belt doesn't extend, and so you would have to carry some packages that are further back and put it on. Yeah, that's trash. That's deep. And don't get me started with being a loader. When you are a loader, you're lifting up to 100 pounds packages, putting them on the trucks, right? And then some of them heavy packages you got to put above your head. You feel me? You think it's steady, it looks steady. You turn around, pick something up, you turn back around. Bah! That happened to me before. I remember that. Yeah, it don't feel good. CR, what up? What up? CRP? Gangsters don't run for nothing because real gangsters can't run fast. Man, I didn't want to run because I felt they did that on purpose. You know what I mean? I felt they did that on purpose because they get some type of kick out of that. But you know what I mean? I'm glad I didn't have to like hurt anybody's animal because that's not cool. But it ain't cool for them to not control their animals as well. But yeah, I just made that up in my heart when I started. Like, listen, I'm not running. I'm not. I'm too big. Like, yeah, I may get bit, but he's gonna be in worse condition than me. You know what I mean? I'm just not running for no entertainment purposes. You know what I mean? It seems like it's entertainment to them. Like, let's see if he runs. No, not running. No. You know what I mean? me shake up this mace. But I'm glad I never had to do that. You know what I mean? I'm glad I never had to do that. Shout out to CRP. Haven't seen you in a minute, my dude. Good to see you. Enzo says, bro, you think FedEx and Amazon is bad? By the time you work at UPS, you'd be like, Amazon and FedEx be nothing. But here's the thing, though. I think UPS pays more. I could be wrong, but I think they do. But that was a long time ago when I was in that, when I used to do that. So I don't know where they're at now, but UPS always paid more for everything, whether it be delivering the trucks, their warehouses. It seemed like they was kind of, above the average. That don't make it worth it, and probably doing more work. You know what I mean? I don't know, but from what I remember, they was paying a little more though. But still, you saying workload wise, it's not even comparing to them on the workload. I believe it. But it seems like UPS has a higher standard too. You know what I mean? Compared to like a FedEx and who else did you say? FedEx and Amazon. Definitely a higher standard than Amazon, I would say. Enzo says, and get this right, you're being 20 paid. Yeah. See, okay, you're getting paid $21 an hour as a part-time unloader in the UPS. See, yeah. So they paid more because FedEx wasn't paying 21 an hour. Nah. You know what I mean? So at least they paid a little more. You feel me? At least you guys had that upper hand. That's what's up. Rondo says, I drove for USPS, the old LLVs from the 1980s, still in service. You feel like you're in an oven the whole time. Bruh, I've heard them complain because when you do Amazon delivery, you'll be on the same routes as everybody. You'll be pulling up, UPS pulling right up, right in front of you, the mail guy walking, bouncing house to house. And yeah, when I thought they all had air conditioning. I guess not. I'm like, how does USPS don't have air conditioning? That's crazy. Cold, man. That's cold. NJ says, SB, I hit you on IG. I'll let you know how my first week went. Bet. Let me know the AI thing. If you could send me that to the IG as well, fam. Let me know how what AI thing to check out, because I do need that too. That would be that'd be a huge help for me to cut back on some of this time. And it's not that I need to cut back on time. I'm not investing the time, but so that would help me grow this channel a little more. But I don't like growing the channel by shorts, because the shorts following that it does grow the channel, but they don't convert over to the long form content. But anyways, though, if you can, shoot me the little AI thing that you use on the ground, and then shout out, and then let me know how the first week goes too, fam. Perfect gematria. Okay, and inbound. Got you. He has to keep the conveyors moving and clear every jam and receive for the entire shift. That makes okay. Shout out to the inbound. Feel me? Jam clears. Definitely be staying busy. JP says, thanks. I strive to keep increasing my pick rate over 85. This week I've been consistent at 110 pick rate. Proud of it, but can be pretty draining. Facts. That is true. Good stuff, my dude. Good stuff. Keep killing it, fam. Keep killing it. And then, like I always say, leverage the company. You know what I mean? Capitalize on the pay, maximize on it. You know what I mean? Leave the company better than what you came. Win the Amazon game. If you don't work at Amazon, still win the game. What's the game? You feel me? Leaving and being better than what you came. I've seen that happen so many times with people who've been with a company 5 years and they leave the company and they're in the same boat. You feel me? Like they in the same boat. It's like, man, utilize, especially, if you're at a company with overtime and opportunity to, to take advantage of something like that. Leave better than you came. Take advantage of that. Capitalize off of that. Help your life, your personal life, pay off your debts, whatever situation you in. You know what I mean? Kill it. Let's kill it on the job for sure, but let's kill it in life too, So good stuff, my dude. And keep killing it, JP. Keep killing it, my dude, and capitalize off it too. Peter says, white badge is seasonal AA without benefits. Okay, got you. Once you get the blue badge, you get all the benefits. that you got to pay for too. I be looking at my check every week like, oh, they be taking that money out. I don't even use my benefits, and that thing get taken out every week. When I did that 68-hour week, they pulled a nice amount out. I was like, no, that was taxes that came out. That was a nice amount. Because I think your benefits stay the same. It don't matter how much you make, but your taxes, I was like, sheesh. You feel me? That's a lot. But okay, so that's dope. When it comes to the white badge and the blue badge, one of the things are benefits. That's some good stuff right there. White badge AAs have higher chance to get a layoff. Once you become blue badge, you're permanent. Dope. Good stuff, Peter. Good looking on that. Okay. Thank you, Pat. He's talking about the UPT. Anything less than 10 hours is scary. Facts. That's a fact. I agree. Got to be careful. But there be people out here with 1 hour. I remember somebody was like, yeah, I got like 20 minutes. 20 who? 20 who? ¿Qué? Manitos? You feel me? No, I know you didn't. Not minutes. You mean 20 hours? Nah, I got like 20 minutes, bro. You can't be late from lunch. You ever seen somebody lose their job for being late from lunch? That's crazy. I remember though the times where I was a UPT ninja in that 1 hour range. It happened to me on the away team. Oh man, stressing on the away team. You're supposed to be relaxing, bruh. I remember that whole month. I was stressing out. Yeah, man. Listen, yeah, keep it. Stay out the danger. Stay out the UPT ninja zone, man. It ain't no joke. He says you keep it above 40. You better than me, Pat. You way better than me. I don't keep it above 40. That's a great standard to be at for sure. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't keep mine above 40. I would like to. No, I wouldn't. Just because, you know what I mean? I would just use it just so I can leave early or something. Like my sweet spot, at least one shift. You know what I mean? At least one shift. I would love though. That's a great example. Great example to be at. Peter, 40 hours. Good stuff, my dude. Good stuff. JP says, thanks for the info, Peter. Hey, shout out to Rondo for the super chat. Good looking, my dude. Definitely appreciate that, Rondo. It's a blessing, man. I don't ever take that lightly. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Truly, the support means a lot. So thank you much, Rondo. Thank you much, my dude. Appreciate you, fam. Thank you much. I didn't read his comment. He says, peace out. Good luck, everyone. Thank you much, Rondo. You have a blessed night, my dude. And thank you, fam. Thank you much. Paul says, hey, SB, still at Amazon over 5 years. Hey, bullin'. Shout out to Paul. Look, Paul ain't playing. He got his stove station in the background. Shout out to Paul. I know it's stove. Oh, wait, that might be a pig station. I'm not sure. Paul, I'm not sure if that's stove or pig, but shout out to Paul. I see you. I see it in the background. He says 5 years. Some good stuff. 5 years in Amazon. If you can do that, you can make it anywhere. Shout out to Paul. He says he still loves working there. What? Always good to see you. Good to see you too, Paul. Salute to you, my dude. You deserve a salute. 5 years and you still love to work there? Paul's different. Paul's a different breed. Shout out to Paul, man. Keep killing it, Paul. Keep taking advantage of it, man. You feel me? Keep killing it over there, my dude. And thank you much for being tuned in and supporting the channel. Appreciate you, Paul. Peter, have a good one. Peter, have a good one. See you next week, Peter. Always good seeing you, my dude. Double down. What up, though? What up, though? It says good evening, thumbs up. Yes, if y'all haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. Scroll down. If you gotta scroll down, hit that like button. It helps the channel, or helps the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Thank you much, Double Down. Good to see you, fam. Enzo says, in my opinion, the best warehouse to work is Amazon. I would agree as well. I would agree. Once you work at FedEx, UPS, you realize the Amazon's nothing. I just couldn't physically do it no more. Understandable. It's understandable. I agree. I think I didn't do UPS, but I did do FedEx and other warehouses, just the warehouse industry. Yeah, Amazon low key, high key was it was the best for sure. Workload, um, just in general, overall, So I agree with Enzo on that for sure. Ryan says he's currently at 68 hours of UPT, 22 hours of PTO, flexible, 26 standard PTO. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Ryan. Ryan's balling over here. Shout out to you, my dude. 68 hours is amazing. 22 hours and having any PTO is always amazing. So I think my vacation, which I don't know which one is, if that's flexible. Well, I think it's standard. I think that's what vacation has become standard. If I'm mistaken, y'all can correct me, but my standards is 20 something. Damn at 24. Because I saw it today, I was like, oh, looks like I need to bring that down some. But can't this month because I have overtime or MET for the whole month for Prime. And low key for these next 2-3 months, I think I want to stay working that overtime for the next 3 months. Just because, like I said, I'm doing a lot. You feel me? Clothing brand, music videos, all this stuff. That stuff takes finances. You know what I mean? So that's why my vacation time has been growing, because I just haven't been calling off. Actually, I did just call off to go to Cali, but it was for business. So shout out to you, Ryan. Good stuff, my dude. Enzo says, not if you work only 1 or 2 days out of the week. I forgot about that. Facts. That's true. Then that 21 an hour be nothing for a part-timer. True. I don't know how anyone would do full-time at UPS. Man, I forgot about that. What's funny is whenever I go out with a UPS shirt on, people always ask me if I work over there and tell me their experience like I run UPS. Oh, good, good. Shout out to you, fam. That's hilarious. People be doing that with Amazon. Says, bro, I didn't think you recognized me last time I talked to you. I believe it was on Instagram, but it was like 2 years ago. Showed the vibe. I give the people respect, love. Yeah, of course I remember, because there's not too many people that did Amazon content. You know what I mean? So I remember you was doing it, and then you hit me up, and then once I checked you out, I was like, that's what's up. And it's just a habit. If anybody's in the realm of this, in the sphere, in the industry that I'm doing, I'm gonna watch or at least keep tabs on it. You know what I mean? Um, I'm an analyzer. What in the workplace, friends, that's just something that's in me. I just analyze, not for bad, for good. It's just a habit. You know what I mean? And I like to see, all right, let me track his, it's like you are included into the circle of people, including myself. All right, let's see where everybody's at. You know what I mean? I like to tap in and see the growth. All right, let's see how the growth is. Okay, this person's super growing over here. Is their attitude changing? Okay, dope. They're not getting big headed. That's what's up. This person, they're not growing that much. How, what I mean? I'm weird like that. I just love to analyze stuff. So once I came across your channel and you hit me up, you know what I mean? And you was cool people too. You know what I mean? I loved your attitude. Um, so I don't you mingle a lot, not on purpose, just my life is real busy. But yeah, you were doing your thing, my dude. So nothing but respect for sure, for sure. He says, what's crazy right now is I have 206 subscribers and people are still watching my videos. People are asking me a lot of questions about working from Amazon. Yeah. Um, Amazon's a hot topic. You know what I mean? That's why so many people rant about it, because they go viral. Especially if you rant about it and you like, oh, I hate Amazon. It's gonna go crazy. You know what I mean? Like, but that's why the news does so much Amazon content. They post a story a lot about Amazon because Amazon just has the clout, and it makes sense. I think how many people have worked there? I think they're like number 2 in the country, the number 2 employer in the country. I think we probably all know somebody who's worked there. It's a ginormous country. I mean, a ginormous business. So there's so many people who can relate to it, even if they don't work there, even if they don't work there anymore. You know what I mean? It's just it's an interesting topic. Where we at? Okay, here we go. I see. What up? I see Lambo in the building. What up, though? Everyone, thumbs up the video and subscribe. Let's go. Let's be on the road to 2K. Doing the paging. Feel me? Let's go. Shout out to Icy Lambo. Good seeing you, Icy. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Hope all is well with you, Icy. Angel said, I remember the first vlog video you did as an Amazon delivery driver, where you were like, Amazon delivery drivers have no reason to complain to compare to USPS drivers. It says, I showed a US. Oh, yeah, yeah. You showed a guy working for USPS where he was walking from house to house delivering packages, even though not every driver does that in Florida. They would just drive to each house and drop the mail in their mailbox. Yeah, I saw that, fam. Oh, yeah, I shot the video. But yeah, I remember that when I was parked and I'm just watching this dude go from house to house to house. Yeah, that's kind of cold. You know what I mean? I'm in Arizona. People fall out. People lose their lives because of the heat out here. You know what I mean? That's not uncommon. So when I seen that, I was like, yo, that's, you know what I mean? Like, that's deep. That's deep. But yeah, I remember that. Ryan says, I work for both UPS and FedEx. Amazon's better in my opinion. See, that's another person who said it. I don't think we're gonna find nobody to say something different. You know what I mean? Because those FedEx, man, and any other warehouse, all the warehouse jobs I've had, even the cool ones, like there was a cool company I worked with called Estes West. It was cool because it was forklift, but still the filthiness of the warehouse, the safety hazards, you feel me? Stuff hanging in the shadows, you don't know what about to fall. You know, Amazon low key does lead the way, in my opinion, when it comes to the warehouse industry. You know, shout out to Ryan for that. Ice Lambo says, shout out to SB, resilience, and for always remaining consistent, being a diligent worker. You rock. I'll be trying. Good looking though, Icy. I appreciate that. I'll be trying. Appreciate it. But yeah, you gotta work hard. You know what I mean? Work smart, work hard, and let it roll. You feel me? Let it roll. What is it? How did Uncle Jeff say it? Work hard. I got it on my wall. Work hard, have fun, make history. I wrote that on my wall. I know that's because that's just a dope saying. I remember when I walked into the warehouse, the first thing that blew me away is how big it was, right? Then during lunchtime, that saying was on the wall. Work hard, have fun, make history. And I saw that. I said, yo, that's the dopest thing ever. Because you know, like I do stuff outside of work. And if you apply that to everything that you do, that's the dopest mindset to have. You I mean if you're doing content creation, work hard and have fun while you're doing it, make it like that's just I just thought it was the dopest thing ever. Anyway, Endo says that's what's up, man. I try to treat people the way how I want to treat what do you say? Try to treat people the way how I want to treat people. I appreciate the love, fam. Love from one small YouTuber to a big YouTuber yourself. I ain't big yet. You feel me? I'm not big. That is the goal, though. You know what I mean? I scaled back. Right before I stopped is when I was seeing the most growth. You know what I mean? That's why it sucked. It didn't suck, but I was like, yo, I know if I stop, this is gonna stop the traction. It was to the point where it was like 500 subscribers for that month because I was knocking out shorts, I was knocking out videos. I was just seeing the subscribers. I was like, yo, if I keep this up for 3 months, it's gonna be, but I stopped everything. But I appreciate that. Um, yeah, that's my goal is still 100K subscribers. You know what I mean? I would love to get the little plaque. A lot of people grow quick through those shorts, but it just doesn't, you know what I mean? I don't, I'm not really focused on growth. You know what I mean? More so just consistency. If I can just be consistent and hit my goal for 1,000 videos, I think that was one of my goals too. But appreciate that though, my dude. Appreciate you, fam. It's definitely challenging, which is dope. I love being challenged. Um, it's a weird industry. Content creation is an industry now. You know what I mean? And it's funny because remember, so many people used to make fun of content creation. Oh, you're a YouTuber, you're a TikToker. 7 years ago, people was clowning people. Now everybody's over here doing. I got a new vlog coming. I have a new podcast. You know what I mean? That's like, yo, don't you know? That's frustrating. I don't like how people do that. They'll talk down, demean something, But once they find out there's money over there, oh, now you over here as well. You know what I mean? But shout out to all the content creators out there. Shout out to you, Enzo. You know what I mean? I still think it's an opportunity to experience. You just never know what can happen. Like, I don't have a goal on YouTube to be like a millionaire. I don't really try to be money driven in anything that I do, more so purpose driven. You know what I mean? Like, I want to impact. But anyways, yeah. Shout out to you. I appreciate that, fam. Definitely appreciate that, my dude. Gio says, Gio in the building. Did you quit, Gio? You said you was quitting on Saturday or something like that. Let me see. I'm giving my managers and PA hell. They said I'm a very hard worker. They are going to try and get my vest and move me up to PA. All the managers and PA say I'm hard working. I thought you was quitting. I be coming late, leaving early, missing days. My managers and PAs be like, don't leave. We like you as a worker. I'm the hardest worker there. It's too late. I'm quitting next week. Okay, I thought you was quitting last week, but shout out to you, my guy. That's what's up. I'm giving everyone a hard time in management, PA, and co-workers, the whole building. Even the PA manager said it wasn't right. I didn't get my learning ambassador vest. I feel you. So you tried to get it and you didn't get it? I didn't know that part. Enzo says, yeah, here in Florida, it'd be like 100 degrees in here too. Shout out to anyone working outside, whether it's delivery driver or any outside work. Facts, man. That sun don't be hitting. I mean, that sun be hitting for sure. And you gotta stay drinking that water. I almost passed out. At least it felt like it. My vision didn't trip, but I just felt like I was like, yo, I gotta sit down. Look, because it was in the middle of summer in Arizona, and I was with my trainer, and she was like, we were in the back and we were loading up. We were in an apartment, so we were gonna load everything in a few bags, put them on a what's that thing called? It's like this thing to pull, so we don't have to keep going back to the truck. And we was probably back there for like 5 minutes, and something it just felt a little weird. I was like, I'm gonna go sit by the air because I just feel weird. She was like, oh, go. Like, make sure you drink some water. I was like, all right. All right. Gio says, you are a trader. You a Suns fan. Are you from California? I just bought the hat because I live in Arizona, fam. I don't care about sports, my guy. This ain't, you should have said I'm a trader because I'm wearing this instead of my own brand. That would have made. I don't care about basketball. Shout out to the Suns. Shout out to the Lakers. I don't care about. I'm not a loyal fan. I'm not a fan of any of these teams. You know how many players I can name on this team? I think he still plays on the team. His name, what, Booker? I don't know his first name. Is it Devin Booker or something like that? Who's on the Lakers? I can name 2 people: LeBron and his son. I don't even know his son's name. LeBron and his kid. You feel me? That's all I know. What's his name? Bron. But what's his real name? I don't know the dude's real name. Listen, fam. I don't look. I'm not even matching. I'm matching, but I'm not. Suns hat, Miami shirt, but the colors match. You feel me? I don't care about no Suns hat or Lakers hat. Give me a Bulls hat, if anything. You feel me? Give me a 23 jersey, if anything. Any baller that I like from the league, it ain't Bron. Shout out to Kobe, but it's Jordan. You feel me? That's the only person that, and Vince, you feel me? And Allen Iverson. I like those people. The league ain't even the same no more. The views is dropping. They're saying it's like terrible, but you look, it's terrible from how it used to be. You feel me? Man, Jordan is that guy. You feel me? And so, anyways, give me a Bulls hat. That if I'm gonna go off, wear something of a team I would support, it'll be the Bulls over the Suns and over the Lakers. But yeah, I'm a Cali boy and I live in Arizona. It's just a hat, fam. It ain't that serious. Gio says it's Lakers, Clippers, and Warriors for me. That's what's up. That's cool. Ain't none of them. Give me a Bulls hat. But then I'm not gonna buy that because it's probably too much. You feel me? I'm not gonna go broke for a hat. I wouldn't go broke, but you know what I mean. I'm just big on Literally, the only reason why I bought this because I was shooting a video and I wanted to rep the state in my video. That's the only reason why I even have this hat. If it wasn't for the video, I would be wearing my dreams and motivation hat back there. That's all. Forget UPT and Amazon. Amazon's a horrible place. Why are you still there, fam? It's time to go. It's time to go. You might as well just. I thought you was quitting last week. Why are you still there? Why you say Amazon's a horrible place? Why are you still there, fam? It sounds like it's time to pack it up, my dude. Enzo says, so when I was working an Amazon delivery driver, I started my first day off delivering packages, and during my first day, you hit a mailbox on one of the houses and it turned sideways. That's deep. Well, thankfully you didn't hit a person. You know what I mean? Good thing you didn't hit a person or a dog or something like that. You know, a mailbox could be fixed. You feel me? Shout out to Enzo. That's guts. Y'all slaving for Amazon. I turned down my I turned down my work performance. I be not doing much. Hold on. I be not doing much at work at slow pace, and I don't work as hard as I did before. Uh, so you didn't get what you wanted, so now you don't work hard. And I understand now, you know what I mean? I'm you don't have nobody should slave themselves at work. If you know what I mean, like you don't always have to go above and beyond. You can just do your job. That's understandable. But I don't know. This the thing that kind of rubs me the wrong way with that is because it's like the reasoning. You know what I mean? Why did you stop working? So then does that say your whole performance was a show? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I was working. I'm a hard worker when I want something. You know what I mean? But I just think it's probably time for you to find another company, fam. Just being honest. So you don't have to have that sounds stressful. You know what I mean? Like you said, the job's horrible. You know what I mean? Like it just seems like it's time to just find another job, my dude. Just being honest, you know. Enzo says that's when I know, yeah, the delivery job isn't for me. Facts, facts, facts. I feel you. The funny part is that there was a garbage truck that was around my block where I was delivering packages, and the garbage truck ran right through the mailbox. What was like the mailbox like in a weird spot or something? That's crazy. That homeowner was probably all sad. Came out, mailbox all ran over in the street. That's hilarious. Gio says, why would I quit and stop my money, sir? Because you said it's horrible. Why would you want to work in a place that you think is horrible, sir? That doesn't make sense to me. But I mean, no, that doesn't make sense. Like if you just like, it's whatever, then okay, cool. But if you say the place is horrible, why stay there? You know? And it seems like it affects you because that's the first thing you said. You didn't even hop on like, hey, what up, y'all? No. Like, let me see. What was your first thing that you said on here? I might be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. The first thing you said is I'm giving my PA and managers a hard time. They say I'm a very hard worker. They are going to try to get me my vest and move me up to a PA. Other managers say I'm hardworking, but I be coming in late, missing days, man. That's how you came into the chat. You didn't even say what up. You didn't even greet the people. You didn't even greet us. You just start going off on Amazon. That sounds like that sounds toxic. You know what I mean? But hey, you like it, I love it. You know what I mean? If you like it, I love it, fam. Enzo says, luckily the house didn't have any cameras around the property nor the van I was in. That's deep. My dude hit it and dipped off. That's deep. Well, good. You know what I mean? Gio says you got to have something in case you can't just quit a job. I told you that. I know. I told you that last week, fam. You was ready to quit on the spot. I was telling you this. I know. But okay, well, hold on. Let me finish reading. All right, quit a job. Also, the job market is tough. They begging me to stay. I promise. Okay, you know what I mean? But if somebody begs you to stay in a terrible relationship that you think is horrible, would you? I digress. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. If I felt the job was horrible, I don't care how much they beg me to stay. I would try to find something different. You know what I mean? But we're different. So that's okay. Everybody's different and that's okay. But you feel me? If it's filling your heart, you know what I mean? You come in and you hop in alive and you just go straight to dissing that your workplace. That doesn't sound healthy. You know what I mean? That don't sound healthy, fam. But like I said, like my job prior to Amazon, I didn't even hate it, but I felt unappreciated. And just with that alone, I didn't quit. But once I found something, seen something where I thought it was a better opportunity, all right, bet I'm out. You know, they wanted me to stay. It was too late. It's like, nah, I'm going over here, and I didn't even think the job was horrible. So, to think a job is horrible and to just stay there, of course, I agree. Now's not the time to be just, yeah, don't just drop a job and go without finances. I was telling you that because you was ready to do that. I was telling you not to do that last week. But I think it'll be healthy for you to find something else. You know what I mean? If that's all you can really talk about is how much you hate a job, you know, or not, or not. I'll just be giving opinions. You know what I mean? It's all right. I'm joking about the Suns hat. Yeah, jokes be having truth to it though. You know what I mean? You be having truth to it. But shout out to the Suns. Shout out to the Lakers. Shout out to everybody. Enzo says, anytime you decide to challenge yourself, work for UPS as a loader, unloader, and get back to us, nah, I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm cool. Honestly, I probably would though. Let's say if I retired or something, you feel me, or something, one of my little projects takes off to where I don't need to work, I would probably do it just for content. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm gonna go work over there for a month and vlog it and see. You know what I mean? Just give my opinion on it and stuff. I would do that. Gio says, SB, the managers and all the PAs feel I deserve to move up. I'm such a hard worker. They say they all see it. They're going to look into getting my learning ambassador and PA information. I can't quit my money. Then don't complain. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like choose it, choose a side. All right, bet. If you gonna rock with them, rock with them. You know what I mean? Like if you're not, then don't. But it's just real wishy-washy. You know what I mean? The other lives are up. A good portion of our last lives was you. Just being honest, complain about Amazon. I understand, but that's like do something. If you're gonna rock with it, rock with it. If not, then if not, but that's me as a person. If I had a friends in my real life who did that, they wouldn't do that because I would challenge. I would the same way. Hey. I hear you, but you going back and forth. Listen, this ain't healthy. I'll try to encourage them, but if it kept going on, yeah, you know what I mean. I just don't. That's I don't. I don't surround myself with that. You know what I mean. So yeah, don't quit your money. Nobody's saying that, but if you think it's a horrible place, work the job. But then I would probably start looking for somewhere more healthy, you know. But then you just made that other post talking about how you want them. They're gonna cool. Well then rock with them. But if you're gonna rock with them, rock with them. And if not, then don't. I think that's probably the best thing. But don't be all over the place emotionally. You know what I mean? Like that's not healthy. But like I said, everybody's different. Isolamo says, SB, what do you use to clean your background, your speaker? Oh, monitors always look so pristine without a single speck, especially as a dog dad of two. Yeah, dog hair, especially since now I have a husky. Oh my goodness. The Great Dane, his hair, low key. I'll be like, how does your hair get here in certain places? But yeah, those, yeah. Here's the thing. I recently, for the last month and a half, I kicked him out of this room. They're not allowed in here no more because the little husky came in and he came like over here where my leg is, and I have wires right there of a few lights, cords. This desk has cords. Anyways, he got kind of tangled in it. And as he's backing out, it kind of tangled and he got scared and wiggled because he panicked and broke and broke one of the cords. So I was like, nah, out. You guys are banished. banished for 1,000 years. What is it? Or what is it? Or life, or whichever comes first. They got banished. So that's probably a reason why. Because they got banished from the dream room. They got banished from the office, banished from the studio. They're no longer welcome in here. But I love them. Just gotta love them from a distance, though. Enzo says, I remember the video you did where you were giving your opinion on why people got fired from Amazon. It's definitely because you flushed flushed the toilet fire, right? I know that was one of the videos that got some traction. That did get a lot of people was rolling on that video. That did pretty good. Speakers, monitors, microphone. Yeah, what I got to do with this microphone though, there's a little tiny, sometimes it gets dust on here. Actually, it's pretty good now. I think because I be in here a whole lot more. I got to start putting a rag over this thing and over my computer just because I have tall ceilings. They're like 12 feet or something like that. And um dust accumulates pretty quick. You know what I mean? I'm like, how? Where's dust? I'm gonna Google that. Like, where does dust come from? Because it just be coming. But anyways, pause. But thank you though. Appreciate it. But I do need to cover this, especially because I use my mic so much with music and stuff. I want to make sure that has a long, shelf life or it lasts long. But yeah, now the reason why those things are usually clean because they get kicked, they got the boot. They're not allowed in here no more. Gio said there's more to life than Amazon. Facts. But guess what? Everything in our life needs funds. Sadly, everything needs funds. You know what I mean? But why do you say it's more life than Amazon? Nobody said Amazon was life. Who said that? Nobody said that, fam. That's good. Amazon sees their workers as clowns and programmed robots. Bro, it's time to leave, man. You got to leave the company. This is toxic, bro. This is toxic. Who talks about their job like this? Oh, wait. Amazon sees their workers and clowns as programs as robots. Oh, you mean the place you work at every day? The place you work? Bruh, this ain't healthy, fam. This ain't healthy. Whew, my goodness. Gio, you funny. You funny, my dude. He says Amazon sees their workers as clowns. You're one of their workers, fam. As programmed robots. You're one of the robots. You're one of them. You're talking to yourself because you're an employee there. Listen, fun and jokes aside, this ain't healthy. I don't know nobody who talks about their job like this as like a grown human. Well, here's the thing. I don't hang around. I'm purpose about who I even hang around with. This is not normal. You know what I mean? And motivated people, leaders, and this ain't, come on, man. That's not, we don't talk about our jobs like that. If we feel that way, we do something about it. That's not, come on, fam. That's not it. That ain't it. Not having a job is horrible. That's facts. It's me, SB. I'm the one coming late, leaving early, missing days, and giving management. I walked out, I think you mean, on 5 coworkers when it came to me helping them load trailers. I told management I don't want to work with them. They was like, please don't leave. We can't find some like or we can find some you like. I left anyways. I've been doing that for 3 weeks. Yeah, I mean that's not cool. That ain't cool, fam. That's not even funny at this point. And it sucks because you cool people, but that type of attitude is not cool. That ain't cool, my dude. That's not funny. And that's lazy. But even I'm not saying, but it is. I'm not calling you lazy, but it's lazy. You know what I mean? And it's deeper than that. And maybe it's because it's me, and it's not just because you. If this was coming around anybody around me, time. I'm very purposeful about my time, even with phone calls. Every phone call I be doing, I check the time. I check the time, and depending on how that call go, like, I need to limit this next call by 50%. This is a mindset That's what's so scary about what's coming out is that's a mind. That's not funny. This is not funny, fam. Like, you know what I mean? I mean this with love. I don't mean this to look down. I'm nobody to look down on. You know what I mean? To look down on anybody. I'm not that guy, but it's deeper than just this is a mindset that's not good. I walked out on 5 coworkers when it came to helping them. And I told management I don't want to work with them. They was like, please. Like, that's not funny, my dude. But like I'm saying, it all goes back to my point. I think it's probably time you leave your job or find another job that you find more purposeful or more enjoying because that's not cool. You know what I mean? Like that ain't cool, my dude. You're representing in the workplace yourself. That's not good, you know? But I don't know, I guess. Um, Enzo says, I still listen to your music, bro. The first album is my favorite song is Jumping to Mars, Big Dream in the Heart. That's what's up. That's what's up, my dude. I've been doing music, but on my faith page. Um, you know what I mean? I've been on my, just going in on my walk for the Lord, my dude. So I've been doing my music and all that stuff over there. But you'll hear it all in these lyrics that I'm doing for the SB stuff as well. But the focus has been, you know what I mean, on that. But shout out to you. I appreciate that. That Jumping to Mars was, I still remember that song too. I was, you know what I mean? Appreciate that, my dude. Appreciate you. Gio says, no one, he says, no one works as good as me. I told them, hire other people. They was like, there's no one like, there's no one. Like, I don't need no water, no restroom breaks during work hours. Others be taking multiple breaks during shifts. That's what's up. That's what's up. Enzo says, I got a question in your opinion. How do you balance between working out and working at the same time? I've been trying to combine the two. It's very challenging mentally. Facts. It's super challenging. And I'm at the point I cut the gym 100% out just because work. But like I said, my biggest thing, my biggest investment of my time is my walk with the Lord. You know what I mean? And a big piece of my time chart is work. 12 hours is what I have to work. That's not even including getting there and going home. My work days is like 14, 15-hour days, not even including sleep. So what's dope though, the reason why I've still been able to get some type of fitness in, I'm on the corporate side. So in the office, we have a gym there. I don't take like all my each break, I'm in the gym. My 15-minute break, I go into the gym, I walk half a mile, and then right after that, I hit the arms, a few sets, then boom, I go back to work. My lunch break is 30 minutes. I put up 1.4 usually within that 30 minutes because I put it on 4 incline, and I put it on 4.1 on the speed. That gets me 1.4 within like 20 minutes. And then my last 10 minutes, I'm hitting weights. Then my last break, boom, I repeat the process, get about 0.5 miles in. But when I'm doing this next week, I'm even stepping it up to after work. I'm gonna be doing like an hour after work just because I have a gym membership, but I get off at what time I get off? 6:30, 6:30, 5:30, 6:30. But if I go to the gym, that's prime time. That place is packed. So, you know what I mean? My situation's set up beautifully to where I can intertwine my work and fitness literally intertwines. It's in the same spot. So that's why it's a little bit different. You know what I mean? Um, but before that, prior to that, I was able to still be, it wasn't as hard because in the warehouse, I didn't have to do cardio, or I didn't have to do cardio with the gym. I got in the warehouse. I could just go to the gym an hour and be straight. Um, but you're gonna have to look at your life as a pie chart. You got to sit down. You got to evaluate. All right, 50% or 20% of my day goes to work. 30% goes to this. You know what I mean? And then from there, you can kind of evaluate. That's the best way to do it. You know what I mean? That I've seen for myself. Um, like right now, my time, you feel me, mostly is work. Um, like I was able to cut down on entertainment, and then I was able to go to the gym. But now I don't. I'm all out. I ain't got no more entertainment to cut. You feel me? All I have is work, sleep. You feel me? You know, my pie chart time with the Lord that I be doing my reading and praying and whatever stuff I got to do there. I ain't got no more time to cut, you know. So um it depends how, but that varies for each person, you know. So here's something that you can do that you can do, right? Push-ups. Push-ups is effective and it have you looking right too. If you have dumbbells, that's a plus. But if all you got is push-ups, you wake up, use your phone. You know what I mean? Try to hit 300 a day. You hit 300 a day for a month or 300 push-ups a day for a month, you finna be right. Because it hits everything. Hits your back, hits your traps, hits your biceps, hits your forearms, it hits everything. Shoulders. So if you can wake up, boom, hit 25. You feel me? When you know, or try to do 4 sets of 25, hit 100 in the morning and 100 at night. And sometime when you get right off of work, try to squeeze 100 in. Something like that. You know what I mean? But here's the goal. The thing about being in shape and is consistency. It's not just about one day in the gym going crazy. That ain't enough. You know what I mean? The best way to get in shape is consistency. So I would try to do that push-ups in the morning, middle of the day, and at night. And if you consistency though, that's your goal, be consistent a month of that. And you'll be, you know what I mean? You'll be right. IC dropped a dub. You feel me? She said, bowling. Okay, Icy, we see you. She said, hold up. Let me drop something on SB real quick. Thank you much, Icy, for the super chat. She just dropped a 20, 20, 20. Wow. Thank you. Appreciate that, Icy. As I always say, that means a lot. You know, finances means a lot, you feel me, in these times that we in. So definitely appreciate it. Definitely a blessing. Thank you much, Icy. She said, everyone thumbs up the video. Let's go. Yes, if y'all ain't hit that thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. You ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel real quick. Thank you much, Icy. That's Big Ben. Thank you much. Enzo says, then you got to keep track of your diet, you know. Nah, I never did that. That's one of my downfalls too. But that was the benefit of the warehouse. You didn't have to keep track of me. I never kept track of my diet because I walked so much. I ate whatever I ate the worst in the warehouse, and I looked amazing. You would never know. Like I looked like a shredded GI Joe, and I ate terrible, but because I walked so much. Now I still don't watch my diet, but I try to. Now I try to eat. I watch what I eat, but I know I don't wanna watch what I eat. You feel me? Because I rather but I've stepped up walking. If I can walk 5 miles a day, you know what I mean, plus anything above that and be consistent with that, then I can be a little bit more free with my eating. Now, if I can walk 5 miles a day and hit me some push-ups and hit my dumbbells and stuff, it's even better, you know what I mean? But definitely you should, um, try to keep track of your diet. I don't. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I just eat what I want. Um, you feel me? And that's, because I've never done that in life. You know what I mean? I've always been in great shape, but when you work out, I was able to do that. I know people say that, oh, like even to get in tip top shape, it's all about what you eat. Wasn't for me. I ate trash and people thought I was on steroids all the time. You feel me? Like that's what my channel started off as motivated fitness. No, first it was from Cali to Arizona. Oh no, the brand was Motivated Fitness first. That was my first brand before I went to Dreams of Motivation because every time I went to the gym, people would come to me, yo, you inspire me. And I still got my pictures. Like I was big and ripped. No drugs. You feel me? No, what's that stuff called? No, I don't even know the names of it. I used to know all that stuff when I was in the gym. No steroids, no, what's that other thing they be using? No testosterone, none of that. But like I'm saying, do the steps. You know what I mean? Walk, put in those miles, then you can eat what you want to eat. But that's probably not the best way to go. But that's how I roll though. I mean, I don't want to watch my diet. Now I don't want to just be taking in all type of sugar because I don't want health issues. You feel me? But I'm gonna eat meat. I'm gonna eat my In and Out. You feel me? I have New Jersey Mike's in the microwave. I drunk, you know what I mean? life, I want to enjoy my life. Eating sadly is a part of my enjoyment. Yeah. But I want to balance it by a strong workout life as well. And it's not just the weights. Low key, like push-ups and walking will have you right. It's about your blood circulating. So you want to make sure. I think walking and running is more important than hitting your weights, just being honest. But Vision, hey my dude, what up, Vision? Ain't seen you in a minute, fam. What's good with you? Always good seeing you in the building. You digs? Shout out to Vision. Uh Icy says no smoke detector. Right? I called it out earlier. I was like, listen, y'all, no skybirds. The skybirds is gone. Y'all, they gone. You feel me? Yes, no more beeps going on. It says, aren't we proud of SB, y'all? Right. You feel me? We made it. We made it, y'all. Who cares? Would say, who cares? Look at me. I'm negative 100 and still at Amazon. Hey, man, that's the attitude you want, fam. Ronald said, hey, what up, Ronald? What's good with you, my guy? What's good, SB? Just dropping by to show you some love and your channel, like always. Keep doing your thing, my brother. I really appreciate it. Enjoy it. Hey, God bless you, Ronald. Good seeing you, fam. Be safe over there. Tell the girlie I said what's up. You know what I mean? Hope all is well with you over there. Gio says, I'm doing the most and still in Amazon. That's what's up. That's what's up. Icy Lambo says dust originates. Look at Icy. She's like a assistant. You know what I mean? She didn't went to Google, got the definition, posted it. Dust originates from a variety of sources, both indoors and outdoors. Common components include dead skin cells. Ugh, that don't sound good. Hair. What's that? Textile fibers, pollen, soil particles, and even microscopic plastic fragments. Well, none of that sounds good. I hate it when you see the sun coming through your window and you see all the dust just floating there. Yeah. Shout out to you, Icy. Thank you for that. The truth hurts, SB. You won't leave Amazon. You're going to retire with them. All right. Oh, okay. If I do retire with them, I'll retire with them and my businesses on the outside. But nah, I don't think I will. I don't know. Listen, the Lord's will be done in my life. You feel me? If it's His will, I will. If it ain't, I won't. You ain't got no say so in that. You feel me? I'm not and His will be done. You feel me? I'm not bigger than I'll never retire. Hey, whatever God has for me, fam, I accept it. I appreciate it. You feel me? That's that. Well, I'm supposed to be sad. I'm never going. Hey, whatever God's will is for my life, my dude. I'm not prideful about it. You feel me? I'm grateful. I'm living better than I've ever lived. I'm grateful. God got me, my dude. Whether I'm at Amazon, you feel me? Whether I'm in Cali, whether I'm in Arizona, whether I'm in Amazon, whether I'm at working for myself, He got me. I'm good. You feel me? I'm straight. Now, you think this type of attitude, you going the mindset that you walking in, fam? I'm more worried about that. You should probably be worried about that as well. But you feel me? Do you, fam? Isn't Gio supposed to be ready for the summer league and it starts later this month? Right. But through the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. You feel me? And he's sitting here talking about, I'm not ready for an Amazon, or I'm gonna be an Amazon, fam. Your mind is showing. You know what I mean? It's listen. I'm good. I'm living good. I'm living better than I ever have, man. I have more than I ever had, and I'm blessed. So, like I said, I'm in good hands. And I'm not talking Allstate or whichever one of them companies say that because I forgot. I'm in real good hands, my guy. You think you feel me? I'm in good hands wherever I step. I'm blessed, my guy. You feel me? Be careful how you speak, fam, because I'm tapped in. Facts. I'm tapped in, my guy. Be careful how you speak. You feel me? I'm tapped in. So be careful how you speak, my dude. Don't mean that prideful. You feel me? But my pops don't play. He don't play. You feel me? I would encourage you to fix the mindset because that mindset, it ain't gonna get you nowhere. Because you laughing about Amazon. Where do you work? You work there. And there's so much to say. My bad. I got it on Andre. My bad. This ain't for you, Andre. This is for Geo. I got so much to say, but I'm not. You know what I mean? Ain't no hate in my heart, no frustration in my heart. I'm blessed over here, my guy. Good luck to you though. You feel me? Good luck to you, Geo. Icy says, in addition, come on, I don't there's more. I don't know. No more. Don't tell us no more about the dust. No more. I see no more after this one. In addition, dust mites, their feast. I don't want to read this. Pet dander contribute to a household. I asked where dust come from. Okay, no more. That's enough. We don't know more. Now that's all gonna be in my mind next time I see some dust. Guts. Thank you much though, Icy. Icy don't be playing. She be killing it. All right. Guts. Actually, summer league starting on the 5th. Geo not supposed to be in Amazon. Right. I don't know because I don't track it, but if you're supposed to be there, look, and talking about other people and they ain't even got a single out yet. Talking crazy and they ain't even got a single out yet. You feel me? Like, but see, we don't put people down over here. You feel me? Because I can just speak facts, but that's not what we do over here. I hope the best for Geo. But you feel me? The mindset gotta change. Or it don't seem like it's gonna go too far. That type of mindset's not a winning mindset, not a leadership mindset. It's just not it. You know what I mean? So hopefully, but it is what it is. Gio says, I meant I take a lot out on my coworkers, managers, and PA, and even lead management. I'm typing fast. That was my wrong spelling. Me and you different, SB. Oh yeah, you facts. Facts. We way different, bro. Way different. You got that right, fam. We way different. You way different. All right. Ronald says happy 4th. Hey, shout out to you. God bless you as well, fam. Thank you, Ronald. Appreciate that, brodies. I'm older than you and have more life experience, but you're at Amazon as well. Mad because you didn't get an ambassador vest, fam. Come on, my guy. Listen, that's what's up. Hope you do well, Gio. But you said one thing right. We not the same. That's a fact. We ain't the same, Gio. We not the same. But you know what? I don't hope for you to be bad. You know what I mean? I hope you do, I hope you excel to be great, man. But we not the same for sure. Mindset's different. Oh, we cut from a different cloth for sure. For sure, for sure. All right. Gio says you don't celebrate the 4th. My people wasn't free from 1776, 1875 present. Vision says, yeah, it's definitely a mindset. You're rewarded with how you carry yourself. It could be with work or something outside of work. Facts. That's a fact. Mindset is, man, that's the most important thing, fam. And people don't see that. People don't see it. If you have a toxic mindset, it's just not gonna work. It ain't gonna work. At least in the long run. Because people with terrible mindsets, they do go up. Because those be the ones who, what I mean, who do people wrong, who steal the ideas and cut corners. So, but they go up quick, but they fall just as quick because that mindset is not gonna, it's your own downfall in the long run. You know what I mean? But some people just, that pride is one heck of a drug, my dude. But I've read somewhere it says pride comes before the fall. Oh, have I seen that many of times? But I digress. You feel me? I digress. Icy says SB has live episodes 43 and 95 listed twice. I probably do. Good. What is sleep? Right. SB, you brainwashed SB. You'll never leave Amazon. Geo. Geo, fam. Fam. Listen, man. I think it's time. You feel me? You gotta leave the company, man. Look what it's doing to you, Geo. Oh man. You feel me? Come on, Geo. All right. All right. Icy says, I feel you, SB. I just did 26 hours. Took 40 minutes, rest at 6 a.m., 9 to 5. Someone called off last minute yesterday, so I had to go to my overnight job. Commutes are over an hour. Feel it. That's that dedication. But you feel me, like, but you feel me, you've already been maneuvering. You just moved to a new state. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna catch your catch your rhythm. You know what I mean? You're gonna get it. And we're not worried about you. We're not worried about you, Icy. Your mindset is different in a good way. You know what I mean? There's just people when you got a head on your shoulders, it's just a matter of time before they get locked in position on where they need to be. You know what I mean? And they're gonna be good. I wouldn't ain't no we're not worried about you. You're gonna be good, Icy. And then look at the work ethic. You feel me? A good mindset and this work ethic, forget about it. It's just a time. It's just time. It's just time. It's just time. It's gonna come. You know what I mean? You're gonna be good. But yeah, it is challenging. You feel me? For sure, it can be challenging. But you know what we gonna do? I ain't hear you come on here and the first thing you say, "Oh, I hate my job," and I just, oh gosh, why am I here? And you guys are brainwashed. No, you came in here happy, joyful. What up, y'all? Boom. Dropped a 20 on the what's the super chat. See the difference? It's a difference, you know. Shout out to Icy. All right. The difference. All right, here we go. Here we go. The difference when it comes to me and you is I'm a boss. Yo, okay, boss man. All right, boss man. Yo, the difference between me and you, I'm a boss looking for a way out. Looking for a way out of Amazon to start my own business. You want to work for them and move up in another man company, making him rich, not you. Not you, SB. Yeah, wrong. How you write all that and wrong? You took all that time to write that and you wrong. Shout out to Geo. Oh, that's hilarious. Hold up. But you already quit and came back. That don't sound like a boss to me. But I'm gonna stop. And I'm gonna root for you, Geo. You're gonna make it. I hope, you know what I mean? Anyways, all right. Enzo says, I just try to work out around my off days, and I used to do full upper body one day and do full lower body the next day, but because of work, it got challenging as well as cutting down weight. So now I have to change it up. I have to what is it? So now I have to change up my routine, and now I'm developing chronic back pain. I had back pain since I was 11. It didn't do any better when I was working for Amazon. Snap. See, that's different. You in a different boat because yeah, that back issue. So it's different. And you got to be careful. You know what I mean? You got to be mindful of that because you don't want that to get worse. You know what I mean? That can affect everything in life. Um, so be careful with that. You know what I mean? I would low key look into like YouTube, man. YouTube is perfect for information. Type that in. How should I work out with back pain? How do I, you know what I mean? I'm sure and there'll be like a gang of YouTubers who have back pain who can tell you how to maneuver because it's probably different. You probably got to move a little different, you know what I mean? Than from what I'm saying, because I don't have no back pain. So but if anything, I would push-ups, like I said, push-ups and getting your steps in per day. You're walking, probably can't jog too much with a back pain. I don't know, but if you're able to walk, I would try to get your steps up and push-ups. You know what I mean? That sounds like the safest thing, but I would look into that though too. But yeah, hope you find some info on that. Icy says, so glad I made it for tonight's live. Clearing storage space to download YouTube again. Let's go. So you finna start shooting your videos? I remember the backdrop you showed me. What's up? When your video dropping? Let us know. You feel me? Let us know. We waiting on that. Gio says, I'm out. I'm about to go see my girlfriend and future wife. Peace, fam. Enjoy. Enjoy, my guy. Oh, wait. Don't forget to clock in. Don't be late for Uncle Jeff either. Don't forget to clock in. Shout out to you, Gio, man. Y'all be safe, man. Angel says, I have a gym I go to and I try to work out around my days off, but it's challenging, especially when you try to eat clean. You know, I might have to do a full body workout instead of 5 days a week. That's what I used to do. I used to do my whole full body every day. Whenever I would work out my gym days, I did full bodies. I never just did a chest or arms or back. I didn't have time for that. I'm gonna put in 2 hours hitting everything each day. You feel me? That's what I did, you know. And then I got used to it, and I just did that I just continued to do that. I'm gonna have to narrow it down to 3 days out of the weeks, but still do intermittent fasting, which I would recommend anyone that's trying to lose weight. You just tell your body when to eat, when not to eat. Just apply your meals and your eating windows. Intermittent fasting is a weight loss tool where you do 16 hours fast and 8 hours eating window. As an example, you can do that. You can do it that way, or for starts, you can do 12 or 12, 12, 16, 8, however you feel comfortable. That's dope. I'm glad you said fasting. I love fasting, but not really to lose weight. I do it for spiritual, as a spiritual practice. Fasting is a powerful tool, my dude, especially once you start to hit that 16-hour mark. That's where autophagy kicks in. If you don't know what autophagy is, it's where like your bad cells or your body will eat like the bad cells and use it for like it's dope. Fasting is a powerful method in life in general. But weight loss, of course, as well. But yeah, if you guys, anybody watching this and you know, that's one thing too. Like I said, I hope to bring onto this, well, I am going to bring onto this page my spiritual walk journey. And that's one of the most powerful things is fasting. So losing weight for sure, but especially once you hit that 16-hour mark. If you do like a 24-hour fast, do a day fast, just water, 16 hours, that's when autophagy kicks in. But look up that word autophagy. Is when it comes to fasting. It's pretty dope. But that's what's up. Intermittent fasting. I've heard that's, you know, pretty effective to losing weight. Only thing why I don't think that'll work for me is because, but you got to be disciplined when you're doing anything with fasting, because it seems like it'll just make you hungrier and you just eat bigger. You know what I mean? But like you said, did you say that in your last one? Let me see. No, but you said like you gotta just tell your body when to eat. You gotta, you know what I mean? But it comes like you learn that when you, especially when you become somebody who practice fasting, or like you said, intermediate fasting, you'll become more disciplined and more disciplined as you continue to do it. You know what I mean? So that's what's up. I've never been one to practice intermediate fasting, but I am a practicer to this day of regular fasting. So shout out to Enzo. That's what's up. SB has yet to yawn because I'm lit. Because I'm lit. I'm feeling good. I ain't even got my chain on. I don't even wear the chain. If you see the vlogs, I have like the thicker chain. I don't wear that outside. It's for vlog purposes only. It's right here. As soon as I finished that last video, I took it off and just threw it on the couch. But yeah, I'm lit. You feel me? I had one of these. If y'all ever watch my delivery videos, y'all know what this is. The purple drink, you know. It's a rock star. Fire. I think it's a bomb. Hey, shout out to my dude Vision. Dropped a 20. Man, good stuff, my dude. Says, hey SB, I know I haven't watched you as much as I used to, but your corporate videos helped me to apply and getting a job with AZA7 and then getting promoted to AZA3. What? Okay. So I do want to appreciate you being an influence in my life. Man, that's a blessing, fam. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. You was at AZA7, that was right next door. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm happy you that you well, I don't know if you said that you enjoy it there at AZA3 or 7, but hopefully you did. You know what I mean? Um, I hope you enjoy it there. Shout out to you, fam. That's thank you much. I appreciate that. It's a huge blessing, my dude. Definitely appreciate that. Very appreciative. And then definitely appreciate just letting me know that. You know what I mean? Wait, which side? Oh, this side. There you go. That right there. That's what, dreams and motivation. That's what I'm about. That's what this channel is about. Motivating people, encouraging people. So to say that, you know what I mean? That means a lot. Appreciate you, Vision, for the super chat, man. Definitely a blessing, my dude. Appreciate you. Jay Stern says, yo, or says, Gio, you're proving why you're not PA material. I didn't want to say it. But here's the thing. What we didn't have to say it because people see. People see. You're right. Because imagine that added, you know what I mean? But people just don't, you know what I mean? There's just some people just not gonna learn, or don't want to learn. They know everything already. All right. You feel me? All right. Yeah, I see. I see it. I see it, Jay Stern. Hopefully though, hopefully people mature and grow, but this comment says you feel me, says a lot. Shout out to Jay Stern. Another 10. Vision said, yeah, take it again. One thing I would say is using every opportunity that is given, even the small ones or the ones that feel useless, because everything has a lesson to it in which we might see. That's a fact. That's a fact. People don't see it like that, though. I don't know. Thank you so much, Vision. He hit it with another one. Vision just dropped, bro. That's what, $40? Am I tripping? 20? Vision just dropped 40, fam. Vision, that's a blessing, my dude. No, it's more than okay. Yeah. Okay, man. Icy, Rondo, Vision, man. Thank you guys, man. You guys are definitely y'all, man. Y'all blessing, man. Appreciate you guys. Vision says, I also give my life to Christ and walking with the Lord. I am currently finishing my cybersecurity degree. Once again, want to thank you for the past 3 years. God bless and happy for it. That's congrats on your walk with the Lord, fam. That's the most important thing in life. You feel me? Because everything else is gonna pass away. Every dollar is gonna pass away. Every dope car is gonna rust. You feel me? And one thing that's for sure, we all gonna close our eyes for one last time. You know what I mean? So that's the most important thing, is making sure our soul's right. And that's a blessing to hear, my dude. So congrats to you, my dude. You feel me? And continue on that walk. This walk is a fight daily, but you know what I mean. Continue to walk that walk, my dude. And that's the most important thing. When that's right, it don't matter what's wrong. When that's right, when you on your walk with the Lord and you in line, can't nothing stop you. You feel me? Nothing gonna stop you, and doors will just open. You know what I mean? So, congrats on that, man. That's the most important thing. That's a big deal right there. Congrats on that, Vision. And finishing your cybersecurity degree, congrats on that. We say thank you for the past 3 years, man. I thank you for that encouragement. That means a lot. God bless you as well, and be safe out there on the 4th too, fam. Thank you much though, for sure. Thank you, Vision. Appreciate you, fam. Gio says, before I go, before I go, he must be slow. It's in September. Matter of fact, have a nice life. Gio. You got to be able to take criticism, fam. You got to be, that's a part of leadership. You got to be able to take criticism, fam. Or not. Have a nice life, SB. You guys will never see. Wait, what? You guys will never see in your chat again. Okay, I think you mean you. Got you. Never see you in the chat again. I don't rock with Amazon. I'm out for good. Hey, that's what you want to know. What? Birds of a feather flock together. Mm. Wow. Woo. Birds of a feather flock together. Sometimes, you feel me? It's hard to hang out with eagles sometimes. It's hard. That's why I don't know other birds hang around. They can't fly. There's some birds who can't. I don't want to say the eagle because I don't know. But you feel me? If the eagle is at that altitude, there's some birds that may try to go up to that altitude. They ain't eagles. It's uncomfortable. to have somebody hold you accountable. Nah, you ain't seeing me up here again. I'm going back down with the pigeons. Understandable. It's understandable. Birds of a feather flock together. I'm sure you'll find somebody with that same mindset. It's okay. You know what I mean? No offense taken. But over here, we eagles over here. We fly high over here. We shoot high over here. Mindsets is up over here. We motivated over here. You feel me? That's uncomfortable for some people. You know what I mean? I hold people accountable. And that's uncomfortable. Some people don't want accountability. Some people just want to say stuff, and when their actions don't match, want their friends to just laugh along with them. No, that's not cool what you're doing. Leaving your workers to work by themselves, and no, that's not cool. That's not a winner's mindset. That's not a leadership mindset. That's uncomfortable for people to be told that. You know what I mean? So understandable. Birds of a feather flock together. Sometimes you feel me. Everybody can't fly. Eagles fly alone, but if they flew together, pigeons can't. Pigeons ain't gonna rock with them. They'll probably try to fly with them for a little bit, but like, this ain't for me. Let me go ahead and go back down. It's understandable, but hope you do good, fam. I still don't don't wish nothing bad for you. Hopefully you do great, my dude. And hopefully you get a, you know what I mean? Hopefully you do good, fam. Hopefully you do good. Icy says vision. Right. He's throwing bands in here. He said, bow, bow. Shout out to Vision. And you too, Icy. And Rondo as well. All of it. All that means a lot. Whether it's that all means a lot, but yeah, he was dropping them bands for sure. He says throwing them bands. What do you say? Vision Stealth throwing the bands on SB, making it thunderstorm in the chat. Forget rain. She said thunderstorm. Yeah, good. That is priceless. You know it. That is funny. You guys are priceless. SB got me saying guts. Got me saying West Coast slang on the East Coast. You know how it is. You know how it does. Icy Lambo is a man. Look it. See, didn't you just say it? Hold on. You just posted you're older. Let me see. Where you say that at? You said you're older in something. I don't even know where it was at. But you say you're older. We not even finna dwell on this. That's childish. Childish. Because he was the same one drooling in the comment sections. Childish. Hey, birds of a feather flock together. You feel me? All right. Pat the Gamer says, I agree. People always tell why I'm working so much and so fast. I say that's just how it works. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? And there's, you're going to have the Pats and you're going to have people who's the opposite. You feel me? Cutting every corner, complaining every second. Can't get them to work. You feel me? But it's a reflection. People don't see, they don't realize that, but it is what it is. Shout out to Pat. And I'm not surprised. That's why Pat got a promotion. That's why Pat, it makes sense. It makes sense. That's why Pat's going to continue to elevate. It makes sense. And people who have that negative mindset and that negative work ethic and that negative, you feel me? They're going to continue to get their results. It ain't even rocket scientists. Because if it was, I wouldn't know. There's been times where, and I'm sure this happened to plenty of people, you just know they're not going down. They're not going down the right road. They're not going to see success. And it's sad when you can see that. It's patterns. But one of the things is mindsets. All right, let me go. Shout out to Pat the Gamer. Shout out to Big Pat. Icy Lambo says, looks like somebody dropped their crown and is buried 6 feet under. That crown is gone. More of a man in you. Oh. Like I said, the workplace reveals more. That's why I love the workplace. It reveals. The girl that he said he's probably gonna go see, she probably don't even know. She probably don't even know. She probably won't even know that mindset a year down the line. Because people can put on a front in front of people for 30 minutes, you hang out with them, 2 hours, you hang out with them. But the workplace, that's one of the reasons I love about the workplace. I'm going to see you. I'm going to see you under pressure. I'm going to see your consistency. I'm going to see your persistence. I'm going to see you. You feel me? That's why I like the workplace, man. It's a smaller version, a quicker version of life. You feel me? You're going to be under pressure a lot more. You're going to see a person make decisions. That's what I'm saying. I love the PA position because there's people like that. I can see it from a mile away. And then because they talk, everybody talks. Oh, I can be a good PA. I'm the best stower in the world. Okay, let me watch you for 3 months. Oops, the real you came out. You can't hide it. You know what I mean? And talking, you feel me? Right. Icy just moved states, got another. Hold on. Car was, what got stolen or stuff got stolen, all type of stuff. She was just in the ruts. If you look at the live 2 weeks ago, already then bounce back in a new state, new job, new. Stop it. We winning. We winners over here, leaders over here. It is what it is, though. You feel me? We'll send them off right. So shout out to him. Hope he does great. You feel me? And in case you didn't get it, not a man. Okay, by self. Hey, shout out to him. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. Now fetch me my shout out to him, man. Hope nothing for the best for him. But that's dangerous though. That mindset is dangerous. That's what I'm worried. Because that mindset's that's not it. That's not it. It's not it. And you can't, here's the thing. You can't escape your mind. It's you. You can go get another job. Your mind's still gonna be there. You can go wherever you want to do, but you're there. That mindset is there. That mindset is just it's not it. But hopefully he comes back and he's winning. You know what I mean? Hopefully he's winning. Vision says, gee, he's the type of guy who gonna be talking about conspiracy theories in his 60 years. Hey, I talk about conspiracy theories. I'm a conspiracy theorist. In his 60s. Hopefully not. You know what I mean? Hopefully he does great, man. Here's the thing though. Sometimes with that mindset, you got to go through some things that changes that mindset. You know, um, I don't know, but hopefully he wins. You know what I mean? Hopefully he wins. Hopefully he wins. Icy Lambo says, laugh out loud at the voice. Your fave self-proclaimed ambassador. Let me not be a bully. We all go through trials and tribulations, right? You know what I mean? None but none but the best for him. None but the best. Don't forget to clock yourself in for Uncle Jeff. No, I'm not a bully. Stop it. Laugh out loud. You ate that. My goodness, we gotta. No, right? Nah. It ain't nothing but love for him. But in a serious, it's a problem though. That's why I stopped laughing at the jokes. Like, hold on, this ain't cool for you to treat your job like this and to talk about your job. That's not funny. My friends don't do that. My circle isn't on the phone complaining and clowning our job about how we made other people work harder and left earth. That's not where's the joke? That's a deeper problem. You know what I mean? That's why it's that I changed, like, my dude, that's not cool. And then to get offended shows there's nobody in that circle that keeps somebody like that accountable, because that's how they react. They flee accountability. You feel me? This ain't new to me. I've lost people a lot because people don't. If they say something like that and you don't laugh and say that's not funny, why? Oh, you don't think that's funny? Oh, snaps. Let me go back to my circle where all we do is silly stuff, childish things, and they laugh at it and they agree to everything I say. I'm not going to agree to everything you say, just like you shouldn't agree to everything that I say. You feel me? Like, we're here we help each other grow. If I see something that's wrong, I'm a love you through it, but I'm gonna hold you accountable. You know what I mean? Because I want to see you win. This is not, you know what I mean? So I'm saying mindset. It's all about mindset. I see, and no, hold up, Icy. You bully because I said don't forget to clock in. No, nah. I could have went in. I could have went in. I could be a I can't be a bully. I've never was. Even in high school, I was a dude who stood up to the bully. It was terrifying. You feel me? Because dude was swole, lifting like 315 pounds in high school. And I stood up to the bully for somebody else, not even for me. I don't like bullies. So nah, I'm not a bully at all. But I just that's you feel me? Don't do this though. Oh, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great. I'm a leader, I'm this, and you're not that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hold you accountable. Nah, we can't do that, you know? But no, I'm not a bully. Nah. Cause if I was, I could have come on. You feel me? You feel me? I could have went off and clowned, but nah, it's not because it's serious. You can't. That's the thing. You can't bully people because our words is powerful. Life and death and life is in the power of the tongue. You got to be careful what you speak over people. Our words is powerful. So I'm aware of that. That's why I don't be speaking, even with him. I didn't speak no death over him. You know what I mean? I still speak life into you. All right. Yeah, you said some things that you thought would offend me. Cool. I'm still gonna bless you. Hey man, I pray your life is still blessed. You feel me? I'm still not gonna speak nothing crazy over you, you know. Icy Lambo says like 2 months ago, he's miserable and got into a motorcycle accident. I ain't trying to be a therapist, but Gio, take some time off. You need it, but don't take your frustration out on us. I like those likes going up. Hey, I ain't even check it. Shout out to y'all. If y'all ain't hit that like button one time. If y'all ain't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Thicker chains for the vlogs, right? And I don't like I said, that's decoration. You know what I mean? I don't even wear that outside. Icy Lambo says, Vision Stealth, congratulations. Proud of you also that you took initiative to apply and you're doing well. Many blessings to you, right? Facts. Sorry, SB, I tell like it is. That's a fact, fam. That's a fact. That's a fact. You right. You absolutely right. You right. You right, my dude. And hopefully, you know what I mean? Hopefully, you know what I mean? People fix the mindset. But you're right. You're absolutely right, Jay Stern. Enzo says, well, with fasting in general, whether you're doing a water fast, intermittent fasting, or 24-hour fast, it takes a lot of discipline. Facts. It's challenging for sure, for sure. And the challenging part is you're fasting while you stay around your calorie intake while you are working as well as working out. See, I don't know about that. I guess that's the intermediate fasting. I've never done the intermediate fasting. You know what I mean? So I don't know all the ends, how the rules, how that go. But that's what's up. That's what's up. Ronald says, everyone, may God bless you all and stay safe for the 4th. Have a blessed night. Have a blessed night, Ronald. Good seeing you, my dude. Good seeing you always, fam. Hold on. Hey, Gio, we're not doing that, fam. I just deleted that comment and you're gonna get blocked if you do. Like, don't do that. Don't be talking crazy to people like that, my guy. Don't do that, fam. Hold on. Yeah, we're not doing that. All right. Icy says, me still seeing in my chat again, no glasses, even. All right. Let me see. Right. I got a big I got a big dad bod going, but my strength has increased. I can be able to do the whole stack of chest flies. That's what's up. 220 pounds. Good stuff. Good stuff. And can do the whole stack of shoulder presses. That's what I'm talking about, my dude. So you won't listen, increase that cardio, fam. Come on, fam. I don't wanna ban you, my dude. Come on, my dude. It ain't nothing but love, my guy. Listen, if you can't take criticism, cool, but you're not gonna be like talking crazy to people doing that, my dude. Like, you cool, man. I don't want to ban you, my dude. All right. But yeah, if you do stay on that and then you start to increase your cardio, then you're just gonna continue to shred and while building muscle. My dude, did he just write this again, or am I tripping? All right, he's hurt. You feel me? Let me see. Boom. All right. Oh, whoops. No. Hold up. Nah, go back. Okay, how do I change that? Oh my goodness. Um, how do I banned the wrong person? Yo, my bad. Oh, okay. Hold on. How do I do this? I don't know how to take people off a band. I accidentally banned Icy. Can you hear me? My bad, Icy. I'm trying to pull you back. I don't know how it hit your thing. Let me see, y'all. My bad, y'all. My bad. We had some nonsense in the comment section. How do I take that off? Snaps. Nah. How do you take that off? Icy, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Icy snaps. Private chat, style, media, banners. I've never banned nobody before, so I don't know snaps. I don't know how. I got to figure out how to take that off. All right. Um, you said, but wait, where'd it go? But right now, I have to cut down the weight because my dad bod is getting too big. I'll be looking like Brock Lesnar when he coming out of shape. What you know what I mean? Stay on your workout, or even if you have to cut down a little bit, but kick that cardio up, man, because then you're just gonna shred and you're just gonna be, you feel me? You're just gonna be ripped up. I would say awkward blooper moment moment. It's weird. I don't know how to take somebody off of being banned or okay, was banned and their comments were removed. Ah, snaps. But it clicked the wrong person. I don't know why it did that. And now I don't know how to bring Icy back. I'll figure it out. All right. What's good? What's good? It's your boy Asby. What's good? What you CBK? What's good with you, fam? What's good with you? Hope all is well with you, my dude. Hope you been good over there. Been a minute. How do you get people off of this? Okay, I think once I go out and come back in, then it resets it. My bad. I see if you're hearing this, then once I mute, stop settings, present invite, leave, guest. No. Oh, wait, ban guest. No ban guest. I thought I just banned somebody. Oh, okay, so it should pop up here. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to see if I can just get Icy back in here. Guess somebody got mad because they were held accountable. Play a sound when the guest enters, guest views, guest can stream, ban guest. It should show there. Okay, I guess I didn't ban. That's weird. All right. That's I'm gonna have to fix that off the air so I can just keep going. But CBK, always good to see you, my dude. Good to see you in the building, fam. Enzo says, I got the inspiration of fasting through the Hodge twins. Okay, that's what's up. Back in the days, they used to do fitness videos and give out advice on workouts and diets, as well as talking about intermittent fasting. Yeah, I've heard of them. I've seen a few of their videos. I didn't know they talked about that. That's what's up. I used to talk to them back and forth, and they were really nice guys. Actually, gave me free supplements. They inspired me to get fit again. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to them. Is that Geo again? Geo, how are you back? This dude came back. Bruh, what are you doing here, my guy? Listen, Geo, go pray, man. You feel me? Pray, my dude. Get that out your heart, my dude. Get that out your heart, man. All right. Oh man. It's sad, man. When somebody gets bitter, you feel me, and angry with their life. Ah, but here's the cold thing is you can't when somebody can't escape them. That's then what do they do? You know what I mean? That's deep. All right. Give you free supplements. Okay, try you to be fit. CBK said try going into settings. I did, and I seen there's a little spot where it says banned users, but they're not popping up there. So I think once I finish the live, then I can go in and do it. But it's all good. Awkward blooper moment. Nah, that's the first time actually I had to ban somebody. I remember I would bring random people on one time, and then I almost had to ban somebody then, but that was the only time. And that wasn't that's a reality moment. You know what I mean? It's sad. It's a reminder for me though. That's a reminder. Like everybody's not the same. You know what I mean? Um, everybody, you know what I mean? And then the reality, a sober reminder everybody's not the same. You know what I mean? Everybody's not people use that saying, birds of a feather flock together, right? That's an example. That's a reminder. You feel me? Like everybody can't rock together, and but then it's more, you feel me? It's more disturbing than that because it's like, okay, even if you don't rock together, that was just weird, but it's a reminder though. You know what I mean? But I love those moments because here's the thing: we're gonna deal with difficult people in all areas of life. You know what I mean? In the workplace, personal, close, far. You feel me? You're gonna deal with those type of people. Like there's that type of person was an associate I had to deal with in the workplace before. You know what I mean? You have to deal with that. You know what I mean? But it's it's revealing because that same person was just boasting about how they were a leader and they deserve to be an AM. No, you don't. You don't. Not even a little bit. With that attitude, it makes sense why you're not one. And that's the hard truth. You know what I mean? But, you know, hopefully there's growth sometime down the line to where they can get into that position because having that mindset, it doesn't usually end well. You know what I mean? Or it doesn't go far. So it's sad because that was somebody who was always around and they seemed cool, but that's the thing. You see situations reveal things. So how are you grown? And you said, say it was older. How are you grown and older, and that's how you handle situations. You know what I mean? But it's a sad reality, man. Sad reality. Everyone who works in Amazon has dad bods or guts. No, not the warehouse. I'm telling you, when I was in the warehouse, my dude, I was fit, my guy. I was in the best shape ever. But on the corporate side, yes. You feel me? They call them everybody got guts on the corporate side. Oh man. You should have become an engineer instead of slaving. Guts. Oh, that's you. This guy. What are you still doing here? You can't ban me, sir. This dude got burner accounts. Yo, hold up. Not funny no more. You got a scripture on your thing? You got a scripture on your profile. Not funny. Nah. Now it's really not funny. Geo was banned and their comments were removed. Now it's really not funny when you got scripture on your profile and you think this is cute. Fam, that's not now you really tripping now. You think that mindset is cool? Oh, that ain't you? Oh, okay. All right. I'm finna say. I'm finna get on your head. You not the person I just banned? Okay, all right. No, because the person I banned, they said they was a believer in the Lord. You know what I mean? And that's not how you operate. So I thought you came back again with a scripture on your picture. I was fin- Unless this is still you and you playing. I don't know. Y'all, it's too much for one life. Because you said you can't ban me, sir. I can ban anybody on here. I just banned somebody. So I don't know if this is you or somebody else because he already popped up on another thing. This is too much. This is too much. All right. Let me see. All right. SB, you can't change people if they don't want to change themselves. That's the sad part. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? And you're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That's true. Um, I see the potential. You know what I mean? I see the potential in people and then not just seeing the potential, I want everybody to do great. So that's why I wouldn't mind somebody with that type of mindset being in this atmosphere because I'm only here 2 hours. It doesn't have to be, but when you come in with a negative attitude and complaining and whining, and it's been like that's been the thing with that person for weeks. And he's got to the point, listen, do this or do that, but you're not going to come in here and just complain all day. That's not how we rock. You know what I mean? So no, you're right. Can't change everybody. That's definitely life for sure, man. It sucks, but hopefully. Who you banning? I had to ban somebody, man. Um, just had to ban somebody. They start talking crazy to some of the people on not crazy, but silly to some of the people, the supporters on here, because they didn't want to be held accountable. You know what I mean? Cool. Here, let me help you. Let me help you on your way out. You feel me? So that's all. He got promoted to customer. Right. You know what I mean? But that's scary. That person was talking about how they would be the great manager. Imagine if that was your manager. And that's why, I mean, I can really, I mean, but we do have managers that's like that though. You know what I mean? Listen, shout out to him, man. Hope he does great. Hope he does great, man. But yeah, got promoted to customer. Yeah, sadly, but for sure. Enzo says, "Yeah, I saw you both going back and forth. I wouldn't waste my time, my breath on the situation. I just move on and just talk to level-headed people." No, but the reason why is because he's been a supporter for a minute. You know what I mean? That's all. And I'm not gonna just write somebody. I don't really like to write nobody off, and that's actually one of my weaknesses. You got to be able to write people off if it's for your own safe health. But I have a hard time sometimes of just writing people off or cutting people off. Um, but once you cross certain lines, like when you start talking disrespectful to somebody in here, nah, like what that don't even make sense. You know what I mean? But that's the reason why I gave that much dialogue because that was somebody that I wanted to see win. You know what I mean? And he's been around, and I really wanted to see him win. So that's why I did, and gave it. Yeah, because there's been plenty. I won't even answer certain people if they say something silly. Block or kick them out the live. But hold on, let me see. But there we go. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to see that dude win, so that's why what I mean, try to talk some sense into him, but it's all good. I'm the wrong guy. You got me confused with somebody else. Yeah. I thought you was the other dude coming back with another channel, like, bruh, and then with some scripture talking crazy. Nah, you ain't finna do that. You know what I mean? That's why, nah. You can be silly. Okay, cool, be silly, but not with a scripture on your profile pic. That's like with racist, right? There be somebody that's racist and then have a Christian thing. Nah, get over here. You feel me? Nah, now you finna get checked because you're blind, you're deceived. Think you know what I mean? Nah, so shout out to you. You was that you wasn't there. If that's not you, that's what's up. I think it's you though. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's you. You popped in right when the other one got kicked out. I don't know. But if you say so, you say so. Shout out to you. Enzo said, I laugh out loud. I was ready for SB to rant, getting my pop. Nah. You got to be careful with dealing with people. Look how emotional that person was. I ain't even say nothing. And here's the thing, too. I have to be careful because that's somebody who's followed this page. My words, you know what I mean? If I would have said some mean things to him, it would have hit. It would have hit. So I'm not moved by emotions. And then I'm very aware of words. I could have I could have said some things that would have crushed him, but that's not how I move. You know what I mean? Nah. So I wasn't gonna rant. I'll rant on a situation, but a person, nah, I'm very careful with people. even if people are not careful with me, because he was trying to say some, oh, you're blah, blah, blah. That don't, you know what I mean? That don't hurt me. But I'll try to be very careful with people, man. You know what I mean? I've seen words destroy people. I've seen words spoken over people change them for the rest of their lives. You know what I mean? So I would never want to be the reason somebody's dreams get crushed or their, you feel me? Nah, he's probably going through some stuff, you know what I mean? So even if not, I'm not gonna be the one to crush him, you know? So I'm a different person for sure, for sure. Got you. SB, right. I think it is. I think it is, fam. I'm even gonna lie. I think it is because soon as he got blocked banned, and this one came in, and I remember Gio said something about him being a follower of the Lord, and this all of a sudden a new page comes in with some scripture in, and then the first thing it says you can't ban me. What? That, you know what I mean? But if that is, you know what I mean? If you sit there and you got that type of mindset and you're gonna have a scripture, that's a hypocrite, fam. You know what I mean? Nah, if that's him, if it ain't, it is what it is. But um, take the scripture off. You're better off taking the scripture off. You feel me? Instead of having that type, and I hope you're not telling people you're a Christian, and that's how you rocking. Because that's when I was walking with the Lord, and my mindset wasn't right. I didn't have it as a profile picture. You feel me? Because I'm not gonna have people sitting there mad at the Lord, mad at God because of my representation. You're just saying that's not something, you don't play with scripture. You don't play with representing the Lord. You feel me? So if that is him, hey, it makes the story even more sad, like, man, that's like, man, that's man, that's even more sad. Look, Icy said, oh, so Icy, I think once the live, I went into the settings and it shows me where the people that I banned go. Nobody's there. His name there ain't there. Your name ain't there. I think once the live ends, I can go in and adjust that. So I'm gonna put you back once the live is over. Once it pops up, if that's how you do it. I've never had to ban nobody before, so I think that's how you do it. But I'm glad you got another page, so at least we still got Icy up in here. All right, so it says you wasn't there is Geo. I think so. I thought you was banning MD. I was able to hear you. Hey, y'all get those lights up. Bet. I know. Thank you much. Yeah, if y'all ain't liked the video yet, if you've been tuned in, you feel me, tonight's reality show. Oh man, that's funny. Interesting live tonight. Yeah, so if y'all ain't hit that like button, hit that like button. If you ain't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button one time. Thank you, Icy. Pat the Gamer says, I don't know what's happening anymore. Icy Lemon says, I'm screaming. I accidentally got banned. Hey, y'all, I was commenting, but I guess it just wasn't showing. What an interesting live. Right. So when I went to ban the other person, I guess because your comment was right above, it banned yours first. I was like, oh, what? So then I had to ban him after, then tried to bring you back, and it didn't. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Trying to hopefully it gets fixed once the live's over. But yeah, Icy got banned by accident. Oh man. All right. Angel says, yeah, you're a good ISB. I know you love to help people. Just don't let anyone take advantage of your kindness. Right. You're right. You're right. You're right, man. I appreciate that, fam. And then here's the thing, too. Even if they do, because there's times where they do. Listen, I'm tapped in. You feel me? Like I'm saying, and I'm a follower of the Lord. So even if they think they get over, or I let God fight my battles. He don't lose. You know what I mean? He don't lose. So appreciate you though, fam. Appreciate that. Icy, another 20, Icy. Icy. Yo, she said from the second channel. Yo, appreciate that. Another 20 from Icy. Yo, that's a blessing. Appreciate it. Says Icy Lambo. Like and subscribe, y'all. Thanks. Road to 10K. Thank you much, Icy. Super huge blessing, man. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. That's deep. Thank you. That's deep. I feel bad getting off now. No, Thank you much, Icy. Appreciate you. Um, Nika says it's been 30 minutes. Ain't no one know what this dude been talking about the whole time. Look, this is second. Here's his other page. This is him. He's here again, y'all. He's here again. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you've been tuned in 30 minutes. That's him again. All right. Icy Lambo says SB is a Scorpio. Venom can be lethal with us. Nah, I'm not a Scorpio, man. I'm a child of God. You feel me? I'm a follower of the Lord. But I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. You better than me. I'm taking notes, proud of the growth. Yeah. You know what I mean? People just be hurt. You know what I mean? Or even if that's them, that's them. You feel me? My hands is gonna stay clean of any. I'm just gonna love. You feel me? I'm gonna love unless they cross a line physically. You know what I mean? It's different. You feel me? It's different. But yeah, other than that, man, I'm loving on people. It's all good. Um, Shout out to Icy. You there too, Icy. You there. Something all right. Pat the Gamer says it has been a very interesting live today, Lambo. Right. Pat the Gamer, everybody, how you been? Pretty good. Been chilling. You. You're a Scorpio too, but I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm very honest, maybe brutally honest. I'm very nice. I just don't let anyone take advantage of me. No, I'm honest too. You know what I mean? That's where all this came from. My honesty. You know what I mean? I stopped laughing at his comments when he said how he doesn't, he lets his employees work and all that weird stuff. And it's just like, nah, that's not cool. Um, but then too, we're on the internet as well. So, you know, I think I'm aware of that as well. You know what I mean? And I would never want to try to embarrass somebody. And this is online, even though, yeah, we're not getting thousands of views or nothing, but you just don't know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So but yeah, I feel you, man. Definitely don't want to let nobody take advantage of you. No, I feel that for sure, for sure. I thought you was banning MG Geo. Right. He came with the burner page. He came with the burner backup. Oh, I think we can all just let it go now. You banned them so we can move on. The more we talk about it, the more we put it over. The more we put it, the more we talk about it, the more we put it to our head, and then we get more mad and depressed. Don't feed the negativity. Nah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, that's gone. But we probably gonna wrap it up there. It's because we usually do 2 hours. We get 2 hours, 40 minutes. We did a lot. We was on here. We was on here tonight. So we're gonna end it there, y'all. We had a super dope live. Um, I'm back posting. Hopefully I can stay, you know what I mean? I want to get them pre-up those uploads, the regular uploads up even more. We just dropped one. If you haven't checked it out, I dropped a vlog. It was called my 6th year. I hit my 6 years with Amazon. Would you say you should have told him that he was fired? Nah. Nah, man. I'm a classic guy. You feel me? Nah, like, nah, it's all good, man. It's all good. That would have been funny, but he's still a human at the end of the day, He's still a human. It's all good. 2 hours and 30, right? I know we went above and beyond today for sure, for sure. Man, that's a dope shot. How that came down like that. Okay. Oh yeah, they messing with a drone. That like a music video shot right there. All right. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked that out yet, I just dropped a vlog, my 6 year. I hit my 6 years like 5 days ago. So I did like a vlog on that, just talking about my whole journey, all that. If you guys ain't checked that out, go check that out. The next vlog dropping is going to be the overtime comparison one. And then I have a few more. So if y'all ain't hit that like button, hit that like button. If y'all ain't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Um, Shout out to everybody who was tuned in tonight. ISB, what'd you say? ISB was nice talking to you, man. Appreciate you. Remember me? Of course, I remember you, my dude. Good talking with you as well. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in. Enzo, you feel me? Pat the Gamer. Shout out to all the super chats tonight. You feel me? Icy Lambo came through in a major way. Vision came through in a major way. Rondo came through in a major way. Definitely, it was a blessing. Appreciate you guys so much. Icy say good night to everybody. Shout out to you feel me, Icy, Enzo, Pat the Gamer, Nika. You feel me? If that's really Nika, shout out to Nika. Was that you wasn't there? That sounds like, but shout out to you wasn't there. Shout out to Double Down in the building. CDK Gaming in the building. Who else we have in the building? Shout out to Ronald in the building. Andre in the building. Who else was in the building tonight? Everybody who's tuned in. Ryan, that was tuned in. Paul, Peter, you feel me? JP, everybody who pulled up. NJ, CRP, everybody. Man, definitely had a dope time with you guys tonight, man. So yeah, I think that's him. Definitely him. That's funny. All right. Good night, everyone. See you on the next live. Listen, y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. Other than that, it's your boy. Yes. Big. Let's go. I'm gonna catch you.